Well, we're gonna try and get this set up. How's it going, everybody? Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Yes, it's me in the flesh, in the nutshell. I know so many people have been wanting to try and see what this whole process is about. So on this very late Sunday night, there's nothing much happening. There's nothing much to do. How's it going, everybody? Vale, Ren, Uber. Man, all you guys are showing up. Thank you, my man, Alec. Come on in, the water's fine. We're locking in. This is now the deep version of behind the scenes. You guys have seen a little bit so far of the behind the scenes in those videos, but now you'll get, yes, sir, like and subscribe, all that jazz. Whatever you guys want to do, we're just chilling out, testing this whole stream thing. You never know how it'll go. Try something different a little bit. I can't just be painting my Warhammer models all the time on a Sunday night. Peanut's not on, so what is the Goopa gonna do? He's gonna stay over here. Gonna get some work done. Give you guys the deep dive into how this whole process goes. Thank you, my man. Thanks to everybody coming on in. Make yourselves comfortable. Hey, thank you, Nick. Always appreciate all the support from you guys. It's really quite something that so many people have been so interested in this series. I'm just a little humble Peanut. Now, I'm not trying to take Peanut's stick or anything, but if I'm using the name, I have to do something. I have to take a mannerism or something, or a saying. Keep it on brand. Thank you, V Cool. What is my 40k faction? Believe it or not, I'm actually only relatively new into 40k. So, I've been doing art pretty much my whole life, but doing actual painting and models and everything, it was always pretty new for me. So I'm only around 2 years or so, 2.5 years into the hobby, and I have, obviously Ultramarines is the number one thing, and then got some Tyrannid as well, and then just recently the most completed is a Death Guard army. So we got a little bit of mix of everything. Hey, thank you, Pedros. We try and get some fun content out for Peanut and everything. It is what it is, if people enjoy it over on his channel and his stream, that's great. If people enjoy it on our side, that's great too, just as we're all enjoying Peanut stuff together. Yes, exactly. Peanut is the one who brings us all here. Cursed, yeah, the Mechanicus, yeah. I haven't delved too much into Mechanicus stuff, but I'm still learning myself. I've painted for like 2 years, but I only played less than 20 games. So I'm still very new, but I just love painting those things. What program is this? This is an old, outdated program that is completely unsupported now, called Flash CS6. Adobe Flash CS6. So don't try and search for it or anything. Probably nothing is going to be coming up for that. They have a whole new system of it now, called like Adobe Animate, I think that's the main one. Hey, thanks, says Nick. Thank you, Nick, sir. You know, I like to think myself a little bit of a comedian sometimes. And apologies, everyone. You know, I am not a streamer. I'm not a streamer. I'm just a person online who likes to color within the lines. So I am, if I mess up or if I'm a little slow on responses, because I like to respond to everybody. I like to have conversations with everyone. So if I'm a little slow on the responses, not to worry. I will get to people. I will get to everyone. Any questions people have, if you have any other questions, do not hesitate to ask. Yeah, Rocky. The three is just like, do you like the big blue guys and the blueberries and the space dudes? And here's your ultramarines. If you like aliens and bugs, here's the other guy. It's like, oh, now you want some heretics? There you go. Here's your Death Guard. They got the trifecta there. King, thanks again. Always waiting for the next short from you. Love the work, but absolutely, my man. Thank you to you guys and to everyone as well. You know, it's been a great treat to work on these and to bring something fresh to the community. All the fellow bunkulators. Yeah, you know, there's no peanut on Sundays, so, you know, can we have a Temu peanut? A Dollar Tree peanut maybe on Sundays? Who knows? Who knows? I want to see Peanut use you for an intro. Hey, you know what? Mountain, that could be a goal, a stretch goal one day maybe, you know, if Peanut wants to, because Peanut's whole team that he uses for his media, they're S tier. They're great. For them to take those kinds of concepts and create those kind of intros for him and to have all that work, they're really well done. So from one creative to another, they're always so fun to see. I love the support that you from Val. I love the support that you've gotten from Peanut and how much he's enjoyed her work. Absolutely. I think that's probably been the big thing, next to providing content for you guys and for all the fellow bungulators, just to see how Peanut enjoys these stupid little cartoons that's about him. So it's like he's just watching himself. That's what he's doing for him. But to see that he actually really enjoys these, I think that's really, really great. Yeah, Anthony, yeah, just painting figures is fun, yeah, for sure. I've always been an avid collector of various things, whether it was Lego or models of other kinds and everything, so seeing as I can combine all that together in Warhammer, where, you know, it's a really cool IP, I get to use my, not animation skill, but, you know, my artistry skills, and then to actually physically be able to play something with it, it's kind of like the culmination of everything. It's like, this is what I was waiting for. This is what I've always wanted. Boom. Oh yeah, I wouldn't call myself a streamer. I'm just a little guy just trying things out. You never know. I tried some stream stuff in the past, years and years ago, but I always found it really difficult to focus, to try and work, and then, you know, get around to trying to communicate and interact with everyone, because I love interacting with everybody. So I always got so sidetracked when I would try to work and then interact with everyone. So it's been a struggle, but I'm learning a little bit as I go. Boom. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to catch up a little bit. Let me try and quick fire these. Boom. Why students use such an old piece of software? Yeah, just as you said later on, it's what I learned on for years and years is what I learned on. I know there's tons of better programs now, but, you know, I would have to, you know, relearn everything from in terms of a technical standpoint, and I'm just so used and focused on these that they really get the point across. Maybe in the future I'll try and do something a little bit more, you know, different, or something a little bit more upgraded to this decade, maybe. But yeah, if you guys have any things that's like, if you guys can't hear what I'm working on, if you guys can't hear the music, if I'm not coming in too clearly, just go ahead and let me know. This is like the test run. I just set up a few things together and just let it gun-ho. Hey, thank you, Jugga. Thank you, Jugga. My man. Is this all on mouse. No, this is it's not a touchpad. It's like a drawing pad that artists use. It's called a Wacom Cintiq. So it's like you're able to draw on paper, but on computer, and it transfers over. You should animate the time Peanut and Officer and Cloaksy played RV there. So many people have actually suggested that as a moment, and that moment was so funny. It's just Peanut makes 10 to 20 to 30 memorable clips every stream. You really got to pick and choose which one you want to do. Otherwise, you're gonna miss out on so many others. Alec, have you done animated series and make content out of them before the Bungulator? A little bit, yeah. I did some animation work in college. I'm gonna be dating myself a little bit here, but I'm around what people would probably think how old Peanut is. You know, grew up with SpongeBob, grew up with Cartoon Network and everything, and I'm sure you guys have seen too inside all the animations and all the references. It's all SpongeBob, Courage the Cowardly Dog, a lot of classic stuff from Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network and everything. So, yeah, did some stuff back in my college days, did some freelance stuff after that, worked for myself a little bit for commissions and Twitch and emotes and everything, so did all that good stuff as well. Mountain, not only can he create amazing shorts, the man's actually a natural on stream. No, I wouldn't say a natural on stream. Just, sometimes people can't get me to shut up, so that's how it is. A starting soon screen animated would be awesome. Yeah, that is the goal, maybe one day. Hey, Ken, thank you for the follow. Everyone, these are like very basic things when it comes to like stream alerts. So if you guys do happen to follow or you guys happen to subscribe and everything, and I miss it, I apologize. I am not the pro Peanut himself. I am just a little Peanut. Just tiny Peanut. Let me try and catch up a little bit on these. Have you done animated? Yeah, Bungler. My favorite one is the animation where Cloaksy is like, you need oh yeah, the motivation one. That was great. Drunksy, that was always a fun time. That was a great time. Absolutely, Nick. Peanut does have a really great community, bringing everyone in from like all the Rust servers, all the Rust players, and everything. And you're able to see those communities be brought in with Peanuts, and everyone loves their content and everything. It's great. Oh, funny. Thanks so much, my man. You're awesome. Keep up the great work, boss. Oh, thank you, boss. Thank you, boss. Yeah, I do feel it's been a little odd cursed where people are like, they're so weird about his fans and, you know, the people and the comments people make online. You know, you're not going to change people's mind once they have some kind of once they perceive someone as something. It's not going to be easy to change their mind, and even if you do change their mind, people won't admit it. What's a free compatible software option for someone who wants to test the waters before committing to a subscription? Let's see. Well, as you can see, I've been using an old program for so long now that I think Krita is another one. I know a few of these suggestions are going to be paid, but they're very solid. You may not even need to use like an animation program in order to test out animation. Like when I started decades and decades ago, I started animating on flipbooks. So I don't think you could get much more free than flipbooks. The name of the program, Spawn, is Adobe Flash CS6. It's something from like 2014, and I've just been so comfortable in using it this whole time that I haven't really ventured into anything else. There's tons and tons of other better programs. I think one of the best ones right now is a program called like Clip Studio Paint. It's what a lot of like anime animators, indie animators and everything use. They use stuff like that. They use Toon Boom. They use way better stuff than what I'm using. This is a pretty primitive program right now, so I use not what I got, because I could go out and get those programs, but I use what I'm comfortable with. Maybe in the future I could venture out a little bit. Let's see. What are we using now? Yes, exactly. iRobo is Flash CS6, the Adobe. Oh, a killer drummer. Thank you so much, man. I'm glad everybody's here. They could be doing other things right now. They could be big chilling at home. They could be watching Gingy's on right now, so they could be watching Gingy. You could be doing a bunch of other stuff. But you want to come out and hang out with me. It brings a tear to a Goopa's leg. Are you still unable to get donations on YouTube? Don't see that shit. Oh, you know, my man, you don't need to do that. We're here just cooking away. You know, maybe in the future, maybe once, you know, I get some more custom alerts and stuff done. But, you know, I don't want anyone's money right now. You know, I appreciate this sentiment. I really do. It's great that, you know, is some people's first instinct. It's like, I want to continue this. I want to keep it going. But you guys just being here and supporting and stopping by, that's good for now. Maybe in the future, maybe a little bit later when I figure out how to be a moderately okay streamer where I can get all that stuff set up. Maybe there'll be a button somewhere. Let's see. I said I was going to try and move faster, and I'm going just as slow, if not slower now. Love your brew. Thank you so much, man. Cintiq, you're using... Cintiq, absolutely. Absolutely, DYS. So much content. You gotta really pick and choose your battles of what you want to animate. Because it takes around, you know, a week to animate these things. And, you know, that's 6 to 8 hours a day of animating. And, you know, they only get this good, so... Especially, yeah, it's a great, funny moment. I appreciate everybody. You know, that's your first instinct. Very, you know, I'm very appreciative of you guys trying to, you know, that was the first thing you guys wanted to do was donate, but hang on to your ducats. Hang on to your ducats now. Maybe a little later we'll get that set up, and then I can finally go get a burrito and stop eating canned lentils at home. Yeah, absolutely. Instant Rage. You know, to finally get to see the process of all this stuff and everything. People see only the first step of these animations, where it's kind of like the first idea and then the finished idea. That's what people see. They never actually get to see the step-by-step process of this. It's a little bit, I wouldn't say a little bit, it's a lot more intense of what people expect. But, you know, to finally get these streams, that was always the goal, to actually show people. It's like, hey, this is the kind of work that goes into it. Yeah, I get to watch the process, absolutely. Should make one with all of Gingy's. Peanut burns and burns him out and goes nuts about it. Oh yeah, we got plenty of ideas for... In fact, as you can see right now, the next one is another Gingy and Coco episode. So, that's going to be really, really, really fun. It's when Gingy shoots Peanut and Coco starts, you know, celebrating. That one's a good... The ideas that are all jotted down, they're great. They're fun ideas that I think everybody's really going to enjoy. My favorite anime clip was with Gingy about the snap hook, and I had... Oh, yeah. The Gingy and the snap hook. So far, based on all the statistics, that is everyone's favorite clip as well, because on TikTok, that one went parabolic. Everybody loved that one. That one was really funny, because I think as of right now, that is the funniest bit I've done of Peanut, which was all those different faces. And everyone seems to agree that that's their favorite one, is that clip. Hello, sir. Hello, Ghostly Doors. Cody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, the look of it, yeah, makes it look a little less AI. There's so much, you know, programs right now with AI and, you know, build your own whatever. Here's an AI to help you build your AI. So, yeah, this is you know, the human touch to it. It may not be the best, it's not the greatest out there, but, you know, I sometimes like to think that it's funny. Which clip am I working on? Oh, it's the when Gingy shoots Peanut in Tarkov and Coco starts celebrating. Dumb question, do you draw the red lines before and are tracing? Oh, yeah. Like, there's at least, like, 3 processes when trying to do these animations, where I grab the audio, I sit there for 10 minutes contemplating life choices, and then I get to work of what I want to do with my life. And then I get the first version, which you're showing right here, which I'm showing right here and scrolling through. It's kind of like a super, super rough idea of the idea that I want to get down. And then I'll go over it again with a more refined version. And then the third version is when I'm actually creating the cleans, the real look of how the episode's going to be. So it's kind of like done in 3 versions of it. Yeah, there we go. The 1, 2, and 3. Apologies, everyone. I'm still having conversations with person that commented 10 minutes ago. I'm sorry. I'm not a streamer. I'm just a Goopa. I'm just a Goopa with a pen. Let's see. I don't think I should do the peanut mms and hms. It's just a little bit of a habit for me right now, because I ever since watching Peanut, I do that in I do that in real life as well with other family members, with friends. Just let's see, where did I go? I'm losing track. No wonder why Peanut. How can Peanut do this with tens of thousands of people watching it, and he catches one comment and he's able to respond to it. Might have to think about a crew to getting you help. Yeah, a lot of people, like, I'm sure everyone may have heard of Meat Canyon. Right now, he's a really, really funny animator that does all the those completely, unhinged animations of all these streamers and big personalities. He has a team. I think he started off with just by himself. Now he has a team and everything. So it does take a lot of people to make an animation. Absolutely, Alec. Yep. Just trying to give a little bit of the process on this Sunday night, trying out streaming for a little bit, hanging out with everyone. It takes that. How to? Oh yeah. I super big. I locked in very much with that deadline clip, just because I knew of how funny. The reason why it went like that is because Peanut was laughing at it, and chat was laughing at it for 20 minutes, just chuckling to themselves straight. And after that 20 minutes, after it happened, I knew it needed to be a clip. So I pulled out every strength I had that evening and got it before the end of the stream. Nope, I think I'm falling behind now. Hold on. Where is it? Where was I last off? What's the DPI setting on your mouse? This is actually, I'm using a pen for these drawings, so it's not a mouse. It's one of those graphical pens for computer drawings and computer artists and everything. Japan clip. Peanut should be paying for these. No, nobody needs to pay for any of these. I just wanted to do it because I thought Peanut was a very, very funny streamer, and I saw that for being, such a big creator and having a very unique take on streaming, nobody did any of these animations or these fan edits or anything of his clips, and so that really gave me the push to go ahead and try my hand at, maybe this would be funny. Sorry, I always lose my play. I always look around when I'm responding to someone, so I always lose track of where I'm at. His day off, so you get a bunch of views to come. Hey, you know what, Nick? Maybe that could be an idea. Maybe that could be something we can think of. But until all the details are done and all the things are said behind the scenes, who knows? Maybe have a conversation with Peanut in the future. Maybe that could be an idea. Yeah, I did actually notice that Freerunner, my bad, that he did mention when they were doing the whole night clip. It was like night dead, night down, that he said it was like, oh, I think BurntPeanutAnimated is gonna make this, and he was right. I was already starting on an idea for that, so we got a few episodes planned. It's all Tarkov, and it's Gingy and Coco and I think John, but it should be a fun time because those streams have been fun. I didn't expect to like Tarkov so much, but we stick around for Peanut, not for the game. So, seeing as Tarkov is his bread and butter, I think that should be really great. No matter what he plays, I think it's always fun. Uh, mm, mm. Oh yeah, Courage the Cowardly Dog. Yep. I'm pretty sure people have known this by now, but Courage the Cowardly Dog is probably one of my favorite shows of all time. I love it. Just the other day, I was still watching. I love the King Ramses episode. Everyone knows the King Ramses episode. Most recent animation, not the one with Coco, the one prior, where with the prophecy foretold. Everyone should have caught that reference right there with the slab. The snap hook clip is hilarious. I love. Oh yeah, the snap hook, Alec. Yeah, everyone loves the snap hook. I think that's the funniest joke and the funniest bit in all of the animated episodes is Peanut with all the different faces. I think that's the funniest part. Should make a Peanut movie and collab with Peanut and his friends as voice actors. You know, that could be an idea in the future. You know, something that's not just about the stream, but maybe like an actual clip of, you know, what if he had his own show and this is the preliminary idea of what that show would look like. Doctor, welcome in, Doctor. See, I'm falling behind again. Say, can I read these quick? Oh, thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Doctor, sir. Have you seen the clip where they keep killing the dead? Oh, yeah. The night clip, that one's in the works. So, not to worry. It'll be the one after this one. So all the people that are here now, they get both a sneak peek of what's currently being worked on, and maybe you could even get some hints of the future episodes that are being worked on. My favorite clip scene is where Peanut Animated says "me" in Twisted. Oh yeah, that was another fun one as well. That's one a lot of people like as well. That change right there for that animated part was actually like a last minute change. I had something else, and at the last minute I thought it was like it wasn't extravagant enough for the moment, so that's why I changed it to go ahead and do the twisting, and I think that turned out way better. Yeah, Doctor is like we're all infected. All groupers are infected. We all say the ums and the ahs and the quotes and the quips and everything. We all say it. I'm allowed to use it. Yeah, I don't want to take anything from Peanut. You know, I may have the name, but I only use the name as a starting point for people to know that this is content of that creator. So I don't want to take his stuff, but you know, I'll throw in a little you know, just for old time's sake, because it's in the name. Gotta keep it on brand. How do I do it so fast? I've actually been drawing and animating for decades, so just with that alone, I am well over 20, and it's it's only older from there. So I've been doing it for a really long time, using this program for a really long time. I'm using a artist pad, which is called a Cintiq. So it allows you to draw like you're pretty much on paper, but it's on screen. Doing God's work. I hope so. This is a lot of work, but I'm just glad everybody enjoys it. You watch this live, yeah, yo, you got it. Everyone loved that clip live, and I couldn't stop laughing with how Coco was laughing. When people start laughing, I start laughing. So that one, I just knew it had to be the next clip for sure, because of just how much I laugh at it, and I hope other people will laugh at me laughing at Coco laughing at Peanut, if that makes sense. Thank you, My Life Shin. I'm trying. I'm just a little goopo. Thank you, Ghostly. Thank you, Ghostly. Alec, do you always draw the characters from scratch, or do you have like a Pedmon? No, I pretty much draw all the characters from scratch. I just go and reference older files to see like colors and everything. But for the most part, you know, they're pretty simple characters. Yeah, all these characters right here. This program allows something called a symbol, meaning it's kind of like a pre-saved image, but most of all episodes do require brand new versions of the characters every single time. So I'm not redrawing like every single frame, but you know, some images will stay there for an extended period of time. And then I draw like a mouth shape or eyes blinking on top of it. But then when it goes to the next scene, yes, it does need to be redrawn to whatever else they're doing. Absolutely. Pedro's. I'm glad he's back on Tarkov. All the classic clips came from Tarkov, so now that he's back there and he's playing with Gingy and Coco especially, I think it's great. It's really fun watching Tarkov. I actually get really excited knowing that he's playing Tarkov for the day. If someone is here in Gingy's Twitch chat, needs to link her to the live. Oh no, we don't want to. I appreciate the sentiment, my man, instant. But we don't want to go and saying hey and interrupting other people's broadcasts and say, hey, this one loser over here, he's doing something now too. No, if people, slowly start to realize, like, oh, wait a minute, the Burnt Peanut Animated is on. Let me go and check it out. We want to draw that in organically. As I say with Burnt Peanut's name in my title. Thank you, Jacob. If I butcher someone's names, I don't mean to do it on purpose. I'm just reading the first name, the first version of it, and then it gets lodged in my head, and so I have to start calling people that. I did that with League of Legends characters back when I had cancer playing League. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have cancer. I'm just using that as a... Back when I played League, I called Yasuo Yasao, and I couldn't stop calling him Yasao. So I do that here in chat as well. People's names in real life, people's names online, same thing. Once I see it the first time and the one time, oh, thank you, Rusty. Thank you for following. If I missed other people's, oh, there we go. There's another one. Evan, welcome in. The water's fine. Thank you, Joe Man. I'm glad everybody's here as well. Yeah, Courage Invader Zim. Yep, absolutely. Let's see.
I'm back.
Shouldn't there be a peanut inside, not a bone? A good question. That is a very valid point. Peanut and his rat family. I'll get to one of those one day. He hasn't done it since Arc, so maybe there'll be another time to do that. What program am I using? True. I'm using an old, outdated program called Adobe Flash CS6. It's an old program. It's not supported anymore. It is very buggy, very clunky. I do not suggest people to ever try this thing, ever, because that's how bad it is. It's just I grew up on it, and I practice with it so much that I'm so used to all of its bugs that I can't go to something professional. Demon, how are you going to do where Peanut killed Gingy? I don't think so. I think this one's taking like the place of it where Gingy kills Peanut, only because I love Coco's laugh. I think he's super funny. And the hysterics that he's going into just made me cry laughing from how much he's just laughing at Peanut. So I think that's going to be that one. Need a Burnt Peanut Special Learning Center anime and a Hutch get. Oh, you know what? That actually, Alec, has been in my backlog for a really, really long time. Because I've always wanted to do that one. It was great. Oh, Saturn, oh, welcome in. Saturn, always appreciated. Always giving the shout outs with Hutch and everything. And now you're here too. Now you're here. So cool to watch the process, absolutely. It may not be everybody's cup of tea. People want to go see gameplay. People want to go play games themselves or just chillax on a Sunday. But seeing as everyone's here, that's great. Hang out a little bit. Let's see. Where am I? I'm getting a little lost right now. Where am I? There we go. There's Bonnie. See that it's happening again. I always said your name, Bunny, as Bonnie at first, and now I can't stop saying Bonnie. It's Bunny. It's like, it's happening again. Gingy is a cool guy, Wolf. Pretty cool guy. Caught yourself at the get. Yep. I just can't. I can't escape it. I do it in real life too. Coconut drink head maybe an absolute on the floor laughing. That was yeah. I was trying to figure out a way how to make Coco fun and not just another character of himself like everyone else has been. But so I'm really glad Coco now has like a fun version, a characterized version of himself rather than just a caricature of himself, if that makes sense. the ones I do of Hutch. I do love Hutch is great. I love Hutch. Anyone that he's in, especially when he's crashing out of the peanut, is always fun. Okay, got yeah. Yep, Alec. Let's see. Pedro's Peanuts community knows all well on how to rate other streams with streamers, for example, T-Pain, Rip. I'm not too sure what that means, Pedro's. Like, sometimes it's hard for people to control their whole audiences if that's what you're mentioning. One person can't control everyone. People will do, even if you tell people not to do something, it's hard to control individuals on the internet. It's like, even if you tell them not to do something, now it's going to be more inclined for people to do something. 157 future. Wait, oh my god, we actually have 100. I didn't even know that. I've been so focused on talking and hanging out with everybody, I didn't even realize we got 39 of you guys right now. That's super cool. Welcome. Hey, welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Oh, thank you, Zach. I hope to be, I'm just a Goopa with a coloring book. Hey, thank you. All caps, Eric. I don't think my skills are that great, especially with animation. Maybe my drawing's a little better. I do have some pretty cool and interesting drawings. My animation skills is not that great. I've never took too much to animation, but this I feel is just enough. I'm sneaking around, right? Clixy. I'm going left. Peanut. Hello, is anyone out there? Yep, I remember that one. Contagious Coco. Absolutely, Eric. Yes, Toby. The Night is Dead is the one that will be after this one. Jazzo, thank you so much. Keep up the good work, bro. Not a problem, Bunny. Sorry if I call you Bonnie. It's just ingrained. See someone, we got a cultured, I wouldn't say, a cultured individual in chat for noticing the bone, the Among Us bone for Peanut. He was the imposter all along. Those small little jokes and subtleties are the things I like to throw in from other games, from other shows and everything. Yeah, see the bone right there? Yep. It's like, shouldn't he... It's like, where's the rest of his skull? Where's the rest of his thing? But yeah, you got it right there. Those small little jokes and quips is the what we love to put in. I love putting those in. Let's see. The Xbox showcase. I was actually away today, so I only saw stuff as it was coming out. But they had the whole lineup, I think, even before the show started. So I did see the Halo trailer for sure, and I will 100% be playing that. I do love Halo. I love classic Halo. Let's leave it at that. I love everything from the first Halo all the way to Halo 3. And Reach. Everything else after that, I'm not too much of a fan of. People can enjoy it. I don't. Not too much. Thank you, High Class. Oh, sorry. Needs to do the one with bridge engage. Oh yeah, activating the bridge. Activated. A lot of people have been asking for that one too. I need to find a way to move that one into schedule. Thank you, High Class. Appreciate the kind words. Thank you, AB. I'm trying. And Smells as well. You guys are also supportive with the comments every video, every time, saying that how much you guys really enjoy these. And I try to get back to everybody, if anybody's actually noticed that. I try and respond to every comment if I can. Every interaction. If somebody's asking a question, try and respond to those. I've always been a small creator in my entire time being online. So, if I may have, this whole Peanut thing has actually been the largest attention my work has ever gotten. So, I always try and keep that small artist mentality and interact with people, because people are taking the time to interact with me and interact with my work. So I just want to return the favor and try and get to everyone's questions and everyone's comments and kind words. Koopa appreciates it. Amazing work. Absolutely. Thank you, my man. Appreciate it. Hutch is a cool guy. Yes, absolutely. Hutch is a cool guy. W Hutch. Absolutely. Hello, Brandon. Or Brando. My bad. Brando. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome in. Jeremy, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm going a little slow if people haven't noticed. Oh, it's starting to pick up. Oh, my bad. I apologize, but I am going to go. I'm going to have to skip a few comments and just start from the bottom. And then, but, you know, I will be chatting and conversating with everyone. So if I may have missed a question or a comment, just know that I am here to answer it again if you happen to write it again. Absolutely, Doctor. To have Peanut, a content creator of that size, you know, use his platform to actually showcase all of this stuff. He doesn't need to do that. He could just be like, hey, that's great, and continue on with his stream. But he pauses his stream and goes and checks out the video. And that one time where he was with Nick, he watched all episodes at the time just because of how much he enjoyed it. So I think that's just dandy. What a cool guy. Peanut's a pretty cool guy. Absolutely, Instant. I always try and respond to everybody. I do have to take hours like every evening responding to everybody across all platforms, but you know, I never want to forget that mentality of being a small creator. I always want to get back to everybody and don't make anyone feel like they just wasted their time leaving a really thoughtful comment for nothing. W Hutch. Thoughts on selling production animated cells of the series? Would Def buy such just a thought, like frame cells to hang up on an office or streaming room? You know, that is a Soto, my bad. And Tom, welcome in, everybody. I'm glad you guys are all here tonight. If I missed a few of the followers and subscribers, I apologize. I was just so focused on getting everybody in chat. But Alec, let's see. Thoughts on selling stuff like that? I don't really want to sell too much stuff because at the end of the day, it is Peanut's content. And I don't want to, you know, encroach on that by like, hey, I'm selling merchandise of yes, you know, it's the animated version and, you know, it most likely falls under fair use. But, you know, unless there's a true big dialogue like that in the future, you know, if we ever get the chance to speak to Peanut and the rest of his crew, we want to hold off on doing something like that just so we're not encroaching on his, you know, likeness, his copyright, his other stuff like that. So just, you know, making the animations that for the moment is probably the big thing, and not too much. You know, if people want, they can take screenshots and take, you know, if they want to turn a moment into stickers, that people are more than welcome to do that. Oh yeah, just the scene I'm working on right now. Most people probably saw just by the way it was drawn, but yeah, that is the reference for this scene right here. Just a quick tangent because he got shot in the head. We're using the SpongeBob Health Inspector episode. Do I play Ark? I do play Ark, but I'm a little wuss. I'm a PvE player, so I don't shoot anyone. I just like I like doing my trials and my challenges. So at the start of Ark, I did, yeah, you know, was gunned down on sight. Everybody have an interaction when I can, and then it just, as I slowly played more and more, I think I have like 400 hours in Ark. It just turned into PvE Ark, and I feel like that's way more, you know, way more relaxing. Now, I do wish there was a little bit more to do right now. It's a little, you know, after 400 hours, you're bound to do everything that you can in the game so far. So I'm not playing too much as much as I used to, but you know, I got episodes to work on, so I'd rather work on those than spend 6 or 7 hours or damn it, I can't believe I did it. 5 or 7 hours animating rather than you know or spending time on Ark when, you know, it's a lot of the same stuff right now. And I'm falling behind again. I do appreciate everyone. One thing I like about Peanut is the fact that he never pulls the ladder up. And actually, yep, exactly, high class. You know, he always wants to bring the small people up with him. Just look at the Rust event with, you know, Fetus. You know, they're not small streamers. They're smaller than him, but I'm not, you know, they're not small streamers. They're, you know, they have audiences of their own, but that doesn't matter to him. He brings them up. People like Fetus and and Quicksand and Coco and everyone. You know, they're all big in their own right, but that doesn't matter to Peanut as long as he has a great time and interaction. He likes to bring everyone along for the ride. They've been pulling up on his stream. Yep, that's great. I want more Coco on Peanut's stream. That's always great. The more people that can be in the rotation, the better, because that just means a bigger community for everyone. My fam has some old school Disney characters on the wall. Oh, do you mean like the cells, like the animation cells, like from the actual stuff? Because that would be really, really cool. Like, that's something that I've always wanted to do for like the classics of, you know, I love Beauty and the Beast, I love Lion King, all the Disney Renaissance stuff. I love all those. I would very much not mind having those on the wall somewhere, you know, as a true homage to the great media that came before. Just gonna scroll down a little bit. I'm sorry, everyone, if I didn't get to everyone's exactly. I'm very slow. I am not a streamer. I am a guy with a coloring book and some time on a Sunday night. Yep, there it is. The 6-7. Yep, I knew it. That one's on me. I'm sorry. Well, that'll happen. That'll happen. Should help make Peanuts merch. You know, that could be in the future. You never know. I just enjoy making these for now, and if it turns into something bigger and better, then even more so. If you guys didn't actually see, there's, you know, on the topic of like merch like stuff, you know how Fortnite released the new Sprite skins and the new stuff with Peanut inside of it. I actually on Twitter Twitter and Instagram made a version, instead of the version that Fortnite put out, I made my own animated version of it. So if you guys want to go check that out, let's see, let me go and grab that real quick. You guys could go check out what was done over there, because I thought it was pretty cool. I'd be like, that seems less jarring to most people. Where is it? There it is. If you guys want to go check it out on the media, you know, it's an introduction to, you know, maybe some merch stuff, maybe some other kinds of stuff in the future, not just the animations, but expanding. Oh yes, Caps, thank you. Hit the like button, it does wonders for a little Goopa. Do all that stuff that people say to do, and like, subscribe, comment, what else do they say to do? All that good stuff. But you guys know, we're here to chill and vibe out right now. If there's any problems, like you guys can't hear me clearly, or you guys can't hear the background music too clearly, just let me know, and I'll try and adjust that. Trying stuff out, you know, for the first stream. Make Peanuts first, yeah. Hit the like button. Yep, yes sir. Thank you all. Yes, Blake. People still use Flash. It's a shocker, a big surprise. But there's three of us left out here using Flash. You were like grounded, but you need to start with 1 and then 2, otherwise the story won't make sense. Yeah, I have some friends who've played Grounded, and they tell me that it's like, oh, this is such a great game. I gotta find some time to play those kind of games. When I'm not, you know, animating or painting Warhammer models, I do, you know, just play Ark sometimes, so I gotta find a way to venture out into some other games. I can't wait for the other Warhammer games like Total War and Dawn of War 4 to come out. I'm a huge RTS guy, so I can't wait for those. Thank you, Send Swords. You know, I'm glad to make these for everyone as much as I can. You know, it takes a lot of work, but seeing everybody enjoy it so much, it really means a lot. It looks so much, but yeah. You know, I'm always admire Fortnite's, you know, everyone may not like Fortnite, but I always admire the way that they've made their content and their skins and their media stuff and everything. So when I saw that Peanut sprite, it was a little jarring, and I was like, really? That's what they came up with? They usually do such a good job with skins and designs. So I want to take my own crack at it. at doing my own version of his. I've shamelessly watched the one with Summit and Rust like 40 times and 2 with Habibi. Yep. Those were fun. I really, really loved the Rust event. And maybe you should go watch each of them another time just to make sure you still like them. You never know. You may feel differently after the 41st try. How did I get into this type of work, Tyler? I've always been interested in art. And, you know, I would make my own comic books when I was a little kid. I would make my own stories and everything, and just I would make animations in PowerPoint. And then as time and technology moved on, YouTube came around and everything. So, see, there you go. I'm dating myself again. I was around before YouTube, and so I gradually got more interested in animation and everything. And so it eventually turned into, you know, artwork, animation, until I was in high school and college, and I did that for my main focus. And now it evolved into, now I'm just making stuff for myself for a long time. I did a lot of commission work, a lot of Twitch emotes, and a lot of not big streamers, but, you know, like sizable streamers. I did a lot of their stuff. I think the main community was a lot of the Fortnite and Call of Duty streamers I did stuff for back in the day. And then it just, you know, I did some other stuff with a company. Blake, welcome in. Welcome in. Thanks for the follow, my man. And so it's just been a cascade of, I've always done artwork my whole life, and so now this is just the newest version of it. Flash and Dreamer is still amazing for our website. Yep. It's crazy to see that after so long, those things are still being used. More blessings to you and everyone in chat. Absolutely. 100,000 blessings to you, good sir. Oh, see, look, there's the third guy, Graydon, that uses Flash. It's you, me, and some other guy. We're the last 3 people that use it. Are you animating the TK and Coconut singing? Yes, this is that episode where Gingy kills Peanut and Coco is celebrating. This is 100% that episode. You play Darktide? You would think that a game like Darktide would be the game for me. For some reason, it has everything that I want, but I just couldn't get into Darktide. Maybe because I played Helldivers for so long. I have like 800 hours in Helldivers. And Helldivers was so much more in-depth than Darktide. So maybe that's why I didn't... And when Darktide came out, I wasn't into Warhammer. I was... You know, I knew of Warhammer, and I liked some of the stories, but not how I am now. So maybe that's why I never played Darktide, and why I can't play it now. Software engineer. About 10 years ago, I was working on a kids' education. Hey, good on you, my man. Good kids' educational game. Used to get handed animations that flash from the animators to bounce out assets and keyframes. Absolutely. So you know what you're looking at. This is ancient technology to you as well. There I go, being slow again. The last song I saw flash. Yep. Bell Coconut playing motivational music. Was it Coconut playing motivational music? Oh! I get which one you're talking about now. Not that one. I'm not doing that episode. But there are this episode where Gingy kills Coco, and then the other episode after, which is Night Day. I'm back. So those are the 2 that are upcoming. I am here. Nice way to introduce some of my favorite moments to my anti-nut friends. And see, there you go, Sensors. You're slowly changing their minds. Don't have to twist my arm. Yeah. Thank you, South FL Breeze. And I love you, my man. Just got here. Hey, Tall, welcome in. I'm sorry, I'm not a streamer, so I'm a little behind chat. I like to have a conversation with everyone and make sure everybody's there. So if I'm a little behind, sorry about that. Welcome in. I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm just slow. He's cooking. Yep. Thank you, Lance. Speak. Stuff is hilarious. Z-Maker. Thank you so much, my man. I've actually not... Dude, I've met him indirectly. You know, he watches the videos on streams and everything, and he sees the super chats and everything. That's the only time I've actually interacted with Peanut. But I've met some of his team. They're very cool people. They're pretty cool guys. But not the man directly. One day we'll get him directly. We'll get a call and he'll see just how boosted I am. To keep what you love. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Bunny. See, I was about to say Bonnie, but I caught myself, Bunny. And I appreciate it. I love you guys. I love you guys. I'm trying send. Just doing what I can as a Goopa for my limited drawing skills and my limited animation skills. All blessing must go. Absolutely. Will you do the classic video where they make Peanuts speak Arabic or hard to say. I'm not too sure because I personally don't know what they're saying either, so I don't want to animate something and it was bad and then people start saying, "Hey, now that guy's a peanut racist too." And I don't need that kind of flack. Back on Art Raiders content. Yeah, I think it was great for Peanut to have the art content. That was so much fun. Not too much of a fan of, these 2 updates a year kind of thing. But, companies will do what they want, and if we're there for it, great. If we're not, there's tons of other games to play in the meantime. Habibi's so funny. Absolutely. Good call. Great episode. Absolutely. I'm sorry. You guys probably made these comments like 10 minutes ago, and I'm just getting to it now. I apologize. Don't shoot me. Shoot Peanut. Don't shoot me. Cool it. Yep. Peanut's a pretty cool guy. Love that Gingy comes. The best ever. The nut community. Yeah. Sens, I'm in the same boat with the Helldivers. I have a love-hate relationship with it. It is what it is, but I've gotten 800 hours out of it, so I'll just wait for things to get better. A million blessings to you. You're a great man. Oh, 2 billion blessings to you, South. Yeah, so it's exactly my same sentiment too. Helldivers 2, Z-Maker. I never actually played Helldivers 1. I didn't know about it, and so I only found out about Helldivers from Helldivers 2. Drop it. Thank you, Bundy. You know what? Let's do this. Boom. Thank you, Bunny. You always do such a great job in Hutch's chat. Now we're going to make sure you do a good job here whenever I decide to stream. High class. Enjoy, my man. Hope you get a good night's sleep. I'll figure out how to do the donation eventually. Once I'm a proper streamer, once I'm a real boy, I can do it. But thank you, my man. You don't have to. Nobody has to do that. I do this for the love of the game. If I'm able to support myself doing it, that's the number one. That's even better, the icing on top. But for now, let's just enjoy making these together and enjoy sharing them together. And to enjoy watching them together when Peanut watches them. That's great. Read the chat. Yap a bit. Jump back into chat. Yep. The streamer formula. Absolutely, Swords. Yes, Juicy, the man himself. The man himself. It's me. It's me. Snapbook video has been on repeat. Everyone loves a Snapbook video. It's great. I think has one of the best gags, which is all the Peanut faces in any of the stuff currently. I think some of the current stuff is really funny, but to me, I think that episode just has so much in it. The head honcho, the boss. Your new translator. I know of one for Arabic. There we go. Get that man on the job this instant. Thank you, South. I always appreciate people, the people who spot it first and jump right in. It's like, oh man, I can't wait for another episode. It's you, because of you guys, that this is all possible. I would really love if you animate Coco scaling the wall. And that inspirational thing got me teary-eyed. It was just, there was so much emotion in Coco that I don't know if he was joking. I know he was joking, but it was like maybe some real life stuff crept into that one too. Peanut and the cool guys make any funny game. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, all caps. Super funny. No matter what they play, the Gamble with Friends, RV There Yet, Tarkov, even a game like Tarkov, they make really fun. New Gears of War, absolutely. Cruise to have Peanut play Gears of War. That's great. It's gonna be a real grand old time. So, yeah, multitasking. Yeah, going back and forth. I'm surprised I lasted this long, actually. Gingy is, but yes, Gingy's a pretty cool guy. Pretty cool guy. Nope, chat just kind of bounced down to the thing right there. Where am I? Oh, I lost my spot. Where is it? There we go. New Gears of War. Oh, okay, there we go. Absolutely. Poor Gingy always wears her heart on a sleeve. Exactly. And I'm trying to make an episode where Gingy's not sad or concerned for the team, but it's hard because she's like the big sister for the stream. She keeps everyone in line. She makes sure Peanut has loot. And see Bunny, I'm like 15 minutes behind. So now we finally see. Ultimate, or am I on Twitch? No, just YouTube for now. I don't know if I'm gonna do Twitch stuff. I do enjoy YouTube. I feel like it's I guess more personal. I'm not too sure. I know everyone's default is to go to Twitch, but for me the default is actually YouTube. So that's a little that's pretty different from most people, I think. Yes, there we go. Bunny, thank you everyone. Let's go. Snaphook video. I'm sorry, Doc123, I'm not too sure what you mean, the Snaphook video. If you're asking if what we were talking about was the Snaphook video, then yeah, we were talking about it. So. How's it go in Chrome? Yeah, I hope I said that right. The Knack. Welcome, my man. Welcome. This BTS viewer is making the amazing app. Thank you, Tall. Thank you, my man. That's what we're doing. Yes, Ghostly Bunny is the head honcho, or actually no, I think it's Basil or Basil. I'm sorry, Basil or Basil if I'm getting the name wrong again. See, what I was talking about was the first name thing. I can't say the corrected version. It has to be over there, but yeah, Bunny does a great job in Hutch's stream, and so I think it would make it right to do it here as well. How about the time when Peanut can't evac twice? Will that be animated? Those moments were absolutely hilarious, but I think as of right now, I have all I need for Tarkov at the moment. When it comes to that, those were great, but there's so many clips that you have to pick and choose, and by the time you start on one, Peanut has 20 more that you have like, oh man, I wish I could have done that one, but I already started on this one, so we gotta do it.
Hi, I'm back. I'm here.
How about the time when Peanut? Yep. Oh yeah. Toby, the 24/2500 thing. Mod everywhere she hangs out. Yes, absolutely. W Saturn. All caps. Yeah, the CS2 one. That was a great time.
I'm here.
The prophecy fart. Yep. Those were great too. I pretty much animate what I consider at the time the funniest moments to me. So that's why, everyone has their own. Like, oh, this was my funniest part. This was my funniest part. But yeah, I tend to animate the parts that I think were the funniest. Because some parts could be funny, but it's like in my mind's always going creatively. It's like I don't know if I can make an animation of that part, even though it could be funnier than another part that someone said. Someday you have to do the Peanut Gingy Closey officer on RV there. Yeah, everyone has suggested that one too. The Bank of Gingy. Yep. Rick, thanks, my man. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. I'm pretty sure you've probably already gone by there because I'm very slow on catching up on chat. But thanks for hanging out. Enjoy the time. Stop again, my man. We'll keep things rolling. Testing out the first stream and get that rolling as well. Yep, Pawowski, I think. Sorry, my man, if I butcher people's names. Yes, this is Adobe Flash CS6. A very old program. Discontinued, unsupported. Yes, Z-Mega, I like YouTube better. Only because I have an ad blocker, and so... I think Peanut should invite you for a game session. You're a great personality. Hey, it could be an idea in the future. We never know. I would have to, if that ever to happen, I would have to not do his quips, because that could be annoying. It's like I'm quoting him back to
I'm here.
himself. Do the watch live streams come up with strategy? Yeah, 611. I watch every live stream. I watch him when I'm working. I'm watching when he's on. Great, absolutely. That hype trailer. That hype trailer was only supposed to be like a test for me, testing some editing. Like I wanted to edit a part, and then it turned into a whole hype trailer thing. So I'm really glad how that came out.
I am here.
Should make a short video for Mr. Wobbles, maybe during the Russ concert for Peanut. Might get some of the Wobbles fans to see your stuff. Oh yeah, he was the DJ, right? Yeah, his stuff was fantastic. I don't know how I would animate that, but definitely some things cooking up. Ginger Joe, thanks to my man. I try and keep things flowing and moving. I had the ER staff when it was quiet one night watching your videos. I had all of us laughing. One of them, my fellow ER nurses and the ER doctors were laughing so hard. Great laugh. Oh, see, I got the whole crew. The whole crew is there laughing. You got a bunch of extra fans. Hopefully they'll tune in for the next ones. Thank you, my man. South, you spreading the good word of Peanut. Need a funny video of Nut eating one of his food orders. Which one might that be? Andy, we need a funny video of the Nut eating one of his food orders. Like when he's taking a bite of his hamburgers and everything. Those are some classic ones too. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Scourge. There's a long backlog. If you're realistically looking at all the clips, there are thousands of memorable clips you can turn into animations that you'll never be able to ever do. You would need a team of 100 people working 24/7 to even come close to getting all those clips animated, even in this such a simple style. Yeah, Alexia, yeah. I love this moment too. Coco's laugh was so contagious. I knew from that moment when I watched it that was going to be the next one, because I love how much Coco was just hysterically laughing. Thank you, Bunny. As always. Oh, I forgot the deadline one. You super chatted. Oh yeah. That one I hyper focused and locked in for that one. I don't even know how I did it, but it happened, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it again, but hopefully in a really good moment. Maybe I can pull the powers together and get something like that done. Bunny was going to be a mod for Rogue 2 Peanuts mods for being chief. Join as the Peanut impersonator. We already got one of those. We don't need another one. Insta Rage, thanks to my man. Always showing love both in Hutch's chat and here as well. Alec, thanks for stopping in, my man. I didn't get finished. Thanks for a good time and the insight onto your grind. Love it. Have a good night. See, absolutely, Alec. Hopefully I'm pretty sure you're gone already, but thanks for stopping in and hanging out. Yeah, one of his food orders should be a funny video. Like when he was telling about the story where he had to eat like double food orders. I think that one would be a good one as well. You should spoof him giving his food orders like big. Oh yeah. You know what? That's actually a pretty funny idea. Always keep suggesting your ideas, everyone, because there's a number of times where just someone has mentioned something funny and I was like, you know what? That's actually a really funny idea. Like I can't remember. There's tons and tons of people who give suggestions, but someone suggested that there should be different stuff in Coco's coconut, depending on what the scene can be, and that could be a gag of. It's instead of just a straw, it changes up. So that was funny. That was a good suggestion. Oh, Blessed, welcome in. Thanks again. Gingy, I know she's doing her own thing right now. We don't want to disturb her or do anything. I'm just a little peanut with a coloring book over here, just doing what I can. So we don't want to disturb her and, infiltrate and be like, hey, the guy's live. Now, everybody has their own way of doing stuff, and we don't want to be disrespectful to other streamers and say, hey, go check out this guy in someone else's thing. Even though I appreciate the sentiment for people like that. Absolutely. 2 number 9s, yep. When Diva jacked on Adderall and yeah, that was a great one. I unfortunately had a problem with that one on TikTok. I posted it late at night. I knew I shouldn't have done that, and then when I re-uploaded it in the morning, I got a strike on that video saying that, it's duplicated content or low quality content. And so I think ever since then, it's been difficult to get the numbers prior to that video, so because I think of a strike where it was not recommended for the For You page and everything. So that was a pretty big damper for my day, knowing that, because other clip channels, they take the videos and they upload them because Peanut's watching them, because it's gonna happen regardless. That the algorithm and the program and the AI in their back end saw that as duplicated content of me just trying to re-upload the video at a better time. So that's unfortunate, but we press on. Have you tried putting your finished characters into Grok? No, I have not done that with Peanut and everything, but I've done that with other characters I've created that has no relation to Peanut and everything, just to see how it would look. AI is pretty scary. Give it another 5-10 years, I'm going to be out of a job. I'm going to be working at McDonald's cooking up Peanut's order. So I just got to learn to Bear Grylls, adapts, improvise, survive. No, Thomas Ranger, thanks for coming in, my man. Just going to leave the lurk. Absolutely, my man. You're trending on my YouTube algorithm. Let's go! And Jaw88, thanks again for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome in. Travis Wincher. Oh, Travis Wincher, a fellow artist. Absolutely, that's what we love to see. Love to see people creating. Should do a compilation of Peanut saying sorry, boss. There's a lot of them. That's a lot. Brave Raptor, appreciate the animated content, brother. Keep it up. Thank you, my man. Thank you. I'll do just that. Thanks for stopping by. Where am I? Sorry, I'm getting a little backed up again. You just said that and you get one of those and pop. Yeah, everyone, everyone knows. Yeah, I don't like to talk about people, but if you're clearly copying someone and not doing it in good faith and everything, you're gonna have some people talking about it. So just keeping that in mind. People can do what they want, it's the internet, people are gonna do whatever. But try to keep myself and what I do, so that way I'm not encroaching on people's IPs, and at least, and even if I am, at least try and make it my own. Where am I? Remember, I'm the number one not streamer, the number one fake streamer out here. Going to bed now. To all caps. Thanks for stopping in, my man. Godspeed. Have silly little dreams and silly little things. CS2 a box rip mid match. Are you saying like for Peanut? Yeah, because he does that a lot. If anything, I'm a little like Gingy. I am a Pokemon degen. I love opening packs and everything. I don't have any on me, but I do enjoy a good rippage. Definitely should have different items. Yep, somebody suggested that, and I'm like, you know what? That's a really funny idea. I'm gonna steal that. Mine. Free loot. Oh, you saw the clip, got the bug of the extract. Yeah, I did see that clip. I could not stop laughing. It's unfortunate that it was a bug, but deserved. Greed got him again. Live and die by the goop. It's part of the saying, it's part of the thing. And guess what? Peanut died by the goop. Should do the Freedom Orange stream, and I was like, absolutely. Oh yeah, South. We have the clip where Peanut farted on stream. Are you talking about the prophecy one? Because we do. That one is made. We do have the foretold prophecy. Yeah, Peanut doesn't like TikTok anyway. Yeah, he does not like TikTok. Let's see. What I can't wear is to make a video frame to use on a stream. Those would be funny. You know, that would be a great idea. You know, maybe an opportunity in the future where I get to make an intro, an animated intro. I could see why, though, he may not want to, though, because he has a great team of animators and the people who do all of his graphics and everything. And maybe that'll throw like a different vibe into what he currently has. And like, even though he loves these animations a lot and he really likes them, I can understand him not wanting to do it simply out of like, it's not in the same style, even though he may want to. I can definitely see that as being a thing that stops him from doing something like that. But if the opportunity ever arises, that would be great. You never know what could be cooked up. Thank you, Scorpa. I'm glad everyone's hanging out tonight. You guys could be doing other things, but we're all here together. Keeping it all straight with the audio while doing all this is impressive. Alright, so how many is here? 116? Alright. I think enough time has passed. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret over here. Everyone gather around the campfire a little bit. Want to know how I can do it so well? How these animations get done in a week? When animation takes so long? And only to you guys, only to your 116 people that are here right now. I'm gonna tell you a little secret right here. I actually don't work alone. There's actually not one Burnt Peanut Animated. There's two Burnt Peanut Animated. Yeah, see, there we go. That's a little hint of a fact for you right there. Burnt Peanut Animated is not one animator. It's two animators. It's me and my twin brother who work on these animations together. Cut to black. See? And the only reason why I am so good at doing stuff right here is because one of us is on the mic and the other one is drawing. Because there is no way we could ever focus trying to animate and interact with chat. We tried that in the past, and we got nothing done. Have you guys been hearing me say we a lot too? It slips out. Because my brother and I work together so closely that I can't even say I anymore. It's always we. So that's some hidden deep lore for all you people that use 121 watching. Thank you, Instant. The 1 and 2. I'm gonna go back a little bit up there and see what I missed out on. But yeah, that's the big grand reveal on stream 1, night 1, hour 2. Is that there's 2 of us. So my brother, he does a lot better on the animation program because he has a more upgraded drawing tablet than I do. I have a drawing tablet that's pretty primitive where I'm not looking down at the screen. I'm looking at my computer monitor and drawing it's like drawing staring forward. So, and I'm so used to that one that I can't move to the one with the big screen where you draw on the screen. But he does that one. That's why he's so much faster than I am at that. So I made him do all the work while I talk and get a sore throat. So it's the dynamic duo. It's the only way that these animations could be done within a week, because even animating a yeah, see. What is he doing? Right. Oh yeah, he's rioting. He's rioting. They get back to work. Get back to work. Yeah, exactly. Jason. No way. Let me scroll a little bit up here. Mike Grok agents could study all of your animation work to share with it and could probably make some magic to help time make a little bit more and more. You know, that is, and you know, AI is coming in. AI is definitely taking over in some things. A lot of people are excited about it, and a lot of people are not excited about it. I think for me, I like using it as a tool, but not something that'll replace stuff, but to help streamline things and to maybe to give me some ideas and use it as a tool, because that's exactly what it is. Don't try and use it to replace people, even though it will. You know, it's undoubtable that some things are going to be streamlined so much that people will be replaced. Maybe it'll be artists. Maybe you'll still need artists, but maybe you won't need so many of them. Maybe one person, just like with computers nowadays, one person can do the work of a whole studio. Yeah, we've already seen it. If I'm going to do some little more Warhammer stuff, but if anybody has seen the animated fan project called Astartes on YouTube, it's like a 12-minute super well done animation about Warhammer, and it was made by one guy in 4 years. And you look at that back to the past, like if you tried to do that 20 years ago, could not do that with one person. It is impossible. So technology, and in this case AI, will probably allow people to create stuff like that instead of requiring a whole studio with only one person, with only a handful of people. And you get Marvel, Disney, Amazon level shows with a team of less than 5 people. That's what I think AI will be like, both in the future and, you know, in terms of creatives, in terms of streamlining stuff. That's exactly what I think it's going to do. Sorry, I went on a little tangent right there. But, yeah, just giving some insight into that from an artist when it comes to AI.
I'm back.
Shrimp, nachos. Yeah, hey, love your stuff. Hope you're having a great night. Absolutely, my man. Please don't feel like I'm ignoring people. I am just very slow, and I am terrible at this. I just wanted to do something on a Sunday evening that maybe, you know, some people can get some insight into what could be done. So I'm no streamer. I have no real practice in streaming, but hopefully this is enough to satiate people and get some of that inside scoop of what actually happens in these animations, and we get to hang out as well. What a fun way to get all that together. Cracking the whip, yep. Cracking the whip. Get him. Crack that whip. Netflix series incoming. Hopefully Netflix money incoming, because that would be great. I would love 39 seasons of BurntPeanutAnimated on Netflix, only on Netflix. Friday afternoons at 3 p.m. And then they can give me $50 million. I would love that. Absolutely. 611, 611. Both took up animation. Have you guys always worked on projects? Absolutely. Yep. Our entire lives, we have worked on everything together. From the stuff in the past when we did commission work with Twitch streamers, to the job that we had in over here on the West Coast. Everything, our entire life has always been working together in art together. Nice dead. Absolutely. Hold on, let me go check over real quick. Nice dead. South, thanks for the last. I really appreciate it. You are bringing a lot of Peanut fans last and giving us a way to appreciate the humor. You're amazing. Thank you, fellow Bunger. Absolutely. South, thanks for stopping by. If you're off to bed, hopefully I caught you in time. Have a great night, my man. Thanks for stopping in.
I am here.
You're doing all that good stuff and just hanging out. Cheesy Gamer, absolutely. Astartes is the GOAT. Probably one of the best fan projects of all time, because it was done by a single guy. Cannot express how much work has gone into that. Harry Potter, thank you very much. Love your work. It's an art. Absolutely. Thank you for the kind words. Scorpio, you're doing great, boss. Thank you, boss. Thank you. My golly, thank you. No, Cheesy, I'm pretty terrible at most stuff. If you're going up against the internet, your skills are probably not even comparable, because there's always going to be 10,000 people better than you at everything else. But You know, in the little hub, the little square and space of the internet we have, I think it's just enough for people to enjoy, as people have already expressed time and time again that they're always so engaged with the videos. So I hope I can stop saying I hope we continue to get to do that. Bunny, absolutely. I do hope to try and stream more. No, it does take some work right now. I have a splitting headache right now because I don't talk this long. But seeing as I'm able to do nothing and my brother is able to work, I call that a win, even if I do have a headache. Anything to get him to work harder than me. That's great. I'll take that. That's a damn good deal. I'd take that deal. Yeah, Brando Knight's Dead is an upcoming animation. That is the one after this one. The meta. Yeah, Z-Maker. Very cool. I have done some stuff. I'm using Suno right now for... I just want to make some songs for me. Nothing too extreme. Just songs that I just want to listen to and add to the repertoire. So I'm using that right now. And that's just me using AI for music. You could use AI for all kinds of stuff. You could absolutely use AI for art. But I don't consider myself a music artist just because I generated a song with a thing. I'm not even a programmer. I'm a prompter, if you want to call that. I can't even call that as an artist for using stuff like that. People will have different definitions. That's my definition of it. It's like, just because someone uses a keyboard, does that make them an engineer? No, not really. So I look at it the same way. Let's see, where am I? Favorite all-time game for you and your brother? Ooh, Elden Ring, hands down. And I'm sure my brother will chime in too. He'll write out whatever he wants to write out for his all-time favorite game. Though that criteria is also based on replayability. It's like, if I go back to this exact moment right now, could I play that game? And the answer for... Yeah, see, he's writing the same thing. Elden Ring, yep. Yep, Elden Ring, No Rest for the Wicked. I love that kind of game. I love the weight of the characters. The how that game does it. No Rest for the Wicked is the top-down version of Elden Ring for me, and so those are some of my two favorite games. Where am I? Absolutely, Ghosty. We're keeping it going. We're keeping it going. Yeah, Instant. Yeah, back when a lot of people followed all the day ones, 50 million from Netflix, as Peanut would say. Light work, no reaction. No reaction. Joe, this program is called Adobe Flash CS6. It is I think a 12 or 14 year discontinued, unsupported program that is super clunky and not recommended for anybody unless they hate themselves. So if you want to try it, I'm sure there's cracked versions out there, as I am using. Have I played Destiny? Once again, as I said earlier in the stream, like when talking about Darktide, you would think that's a game I would love, seeing as I love Warhammer so much. Destiny kind of like checks off all the boxes. It was from Bungie. It was right out of Halo. It has story. It has loot and like that MMO style, but it's first-person shoot. It has everything I would want. Yet I've never played Destiny, and I have attempted to try it, and I just couldn't get into it. I cannot explain it. It is very weird. It seems like the game that would be my number one thing of all time, and it was just not something that I enjoyed too much. Maybe by the time I did play it, I was far too out of the loop, and that just deterred me from playing it because I felt like I was so far away from where everyone else was. So I have played Destiny very briefly for like 2 hours, and I never have played since. What was the first game you guys ever played? It's probably going to be somewhere in the realm of like Super Mario Nintendo 64 or Super Mario 64. That's probably the original Ocarina of Time from Zelda. Star Fox. Those are probably all the games that come to mind for the first games that I played. Oh, absolutely. And so, yeah, major From Software fan as well. Cheesy. I unfortunately do not have a Burnt Peanut Animated Discord.
Alright, I'm back.
I feel like,
I'm
there's
here.
tons of supporters. All you guys are great and amazing for even hanging out this long, because I wouldn't want to listen to me for 2 hours. But no, there's nothing like that at the moment. We pretty much engage with a lot of people all over social media anyway. So with comments and messages and stuff like that. So I'm sure we can do that in a Discord as well, but it's probably just one more thing to keep track of. That, I would rather spend it either painting models for my Warhammer armies, or animating, or of course animating, you never know. So that's probably why we don't have a Discord. It'll probably stay that way a little bit too. It's, if I can try and focus on and try and keep as many things as I can streamlined and not need to worry about other stuff too much, then that's even better, because that means stuff gets animated faster and I get to focus and make that better. So that's probably where we're at for that right now. Yep, N64 Ocarina of Time. Chrono Trigger. I never played any of the Chrono Trigger games, or if I'm even thinking of the same kind of game like Persona and everything. Never played any of those games. Duck Hunt. Oh yeah, Duck Hunt. Yep, there you go. That's another classic. Panta. Yep. Welcome in. I'm glad you guys could all stop by. It's a Mason, Georgia. Thanks, my man, for the follow. Welcome in. Get on in here. Vincent's Forge.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome in, everybody.
I'm here.
Professor, your goated sir. Thank you, my man. Always appreciate it. Always appreciate the support from all the people and making their comments and their stuff known across all the platforms, across all the videos. We're able to do because of what you guys do. And I stand by that. Chrono was absolutely magical. Best music of any video game ever. I will not disagree, because everyone has their favorite stuff. I never played Chrono Trigger. I don't know what kind of game it is. Me, personally, I don't know how anything can beat From Software music in terms of Dark Souls, Elden Ring. But yet again, I've always been a fan of like those grand opera, main operatic choirs and everything. I've always been a huge fan of that stuff. So maybe I'm just super biased for that kind of music. You guys have the same job and have same favorite game. Do you guys have the same favorite food? One of us definitely likes to have more fun than the other. So I love pizza. I love chicken and hamburgers and hot dogs. And my brother over here, he loves lentil soup. That's what he loves. So there's a lot of the stuff that is the same, and then a few things that are different. But yeah. Visions. Love what y'all do. Thank you, my man. I greatly appreciate that. I'm here to help. Oh yeah, see, he's drawing a picture of a soup. He loves his lentil. He loves his soup. For 4 years, like, that's all he ate was just soup. Just Campbell's chicken light. Is pristine. Yep, I know exactly what he's drawing. Hurry up and get back to work. There you go. Oh, yep, Adam drew good soup. Good soup. Classic RPG. Okay, JRPG. Yeah, I had a yeah, Chrono Trigger. Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, is that the game I'm thinking about? Yeah, then yeah, it is. Rome Total. I love Total War games. I love. I think the last Total War I did play though was Napoleon Total War, and I cannot wait for 40K Total War. Instant buy day one. Pre-purchase, whatever it is, whatever they want, they can have. Just give me Warhammer Total War. On symbol. Oh, there he is. Welcome in, everybody. could you see you streaming and getting an inside look at your work? Absolutely. You know, people get a small glimpse of the idea compared to the concept with the side-by-side videos, but this is a true behind the scenes of how it goes. Just drawing Coco right now with his fly down. You know, may have peed himself a little bit, but you know, in the heat of the moment and playing with Peanut, not much wiggle room. So of course of course you're gonna have some accidents like that, right? There's stupid little little hints of stuff, little just odd things to add to these animations. And that's what I love doing. I just love adding. It was like, was Coco's fly down the whole time? I was like, yeah, exactly. It was. Ocarina, I love Zelda. I've been playing games since the early 80s. Absolutely, yeah. So you know all the classics. Z-Maker, you know all of them. You know, you were there. You were there where the scrolls were written, the ancient texts. Hey, Matt. Welcome in. Welcome in. What is he doing? What is he doing? Wrong side. Okay. All right. All right. So you can't even spell stupid right. Get back to work. Don't criticize me. That's all you guys do around here. Just criticize. 10 points to someone who can tell where that's from. I was on Oregon Trail. Thus, he was there. He was there. Ghostly Doors. Yep. It's a trip. Started with Pong. The first. Is that the first? I think that is the first. Is Pong. Yep. There you go, Ghostly. There we go. See, you guys know. You guys are. All you guys and gals are people of culture. I love it.
Peanut?
Little do people know, Bunny, that I'm a pretty funny guy. Or at least I think I am. I think. Yeah, Coconut's dome's hollow, yep. Yeah, the coconut head, Panta. I didn't want to just do another character that was just a caricature of themselves. I was like, do I do like a different kind of character now? Do I do something different, or do I just do another, person? And I didn't want to do that, so I was like, what better way? Because specifically, Coco does not stream with a face cam. I was like, this is going to be a great opportunity to finally add in another fun character like Peanut, because that's how Peanut is able to be so exaggerated compared to everyone else. Granted, I could draw Hutch fatter or something, and Cloaksy in a fursuit, but Peanut's the one with all the range. And so I finally wanted to do that and had the opportunity to do it, and I'm glad I went with a coconut head for Coco. I had to do a few. I've responded a few times to people saying that, of how they enjoyed how Coco was drawn. It took a few tries to get him like that, because at first, because he doesn't stream with a face cam, people may have assumed that he was black because of the color of the coconut and everything. So I had to change some of that at first and be like, well, Coco has mentioned many times he's Asian, he's Korean, so wanted to make sure that got across. And the number one thing is, I didn't want to have it in a way where after the episode was done, and then people start saying, it's like, oh, I thought Coco looked like this. I thought he was Asian. I thought he was this. And then you just get all the comments of like, oh, I didn't know Coco was black. I was like, well, I messed up. Time back to the drawing board. So I took the time and had to redo animation to do the new version of him, which is the version that we see now. Suko, welcome in. Sorry, I was on a little bit of a tangent right there, a little bit of a rant, a little creative rant. The first time I see you live, and I love the animated shorts from the Nut. They are so funny. Keep you doing. Oh, thank you. Thank you, good man. Thank you, good man. It means a great deal for everyone that they're all stopping in and spending their late Sunday evenings. If you're over here on the West Coast and in the U.S. and spending that time with us. Glad to have everybody in. Just chilling. Just hearing me ramble about stupid stuff, and as I get this next episode worked on. I'm in love with the yep. There we go. Everyone loves Coco. Didn't want to mix that up too much. How do you decide what clips to use? Pretty much whatever makes me laugh. And not just laugh, I also have to have an idea of what this animation is going to look like. Because the clip itself could be funny. But does it translate well to an animation? And that's what was so difficult for me not to do the prophecy. What's it called? The prophecy fart clip with Peanut. Was because a good portion of that was Peanut laughing silently to himself because, you know, he has a really good mic, and probably the detection range of his mic wasn't capturing what I needed, which was an actual audible laugh. So there was a good portion of it that was silent. So that deterred me from at first doing that clip, but then I figured out a way of like, okay, maybe I can do this, I could do that. So that's usually what helps me choose the next clips. If as I'm watching a clip, as I'm watching a moment, can I imagine something instantly for this animation? Okay, where I was doing another tangent. Oh, there we go. Dedication. Absolutely. How does this work? Who does what? I love it. Okay, so what kind of happens is, it used to be my brother and I just did a 50-50 split of he takes this half, I take this half, but we found that way was actually kind of slow. You would think that would be a fast way, but it wasn't. So now, when it comes to it, because I have a pretty solid idea of what a lot of the characters look like, because... Oh, yeah, water break. I am going to destroy my throat, so hold on, everybody, just a little bit, just give me I'm just gonna go over here real quick. Okay, I'm coming back. All right, I'm right here. Okay, I'm back. Quick sip of the silly. Yep, we have returned. Ooh, that's perfect. All right, where were we? Feel like some of the funniest moments of Peanut streams are anyway. Yeah, exactly. It's like all the hidden, not so on the nose moments. Those is like people can interpret what they want or figure out the joke themselves. Those are always great moments. Have there been any ideas that you had to scrap because of this? Yeah, there has been a few moments. I'm trying to remember some because my head is just full of Peanut clips that it's hard to remember the ones I had to scrap. The fart prophecy was almost one that I was going to scrap because of the difficulty of trying to adapt that one into an animation without actually seeing his footage, without actually seeing his stuff. So I had to find a way to do that. That one almost got scrapped and was not done because of the difficulty of trying to turn that into an idea. West Coast, yep. West Side. Coco got a little bit of, just a little bit ghostly, just a little bit on the pants right there. You know, he's gooping his looting and coming back. All kinds of things could happen. The best is when he laughs so hard you can't hear him and he's rocking back. Yeah, see, that's those are hilarious moments to see on stream. But for me, trying to make and animate that moment is actually the worst kind of thing, because I have no audio to work with. So I gotta really think, and if I can't think of something of an idea like that, I kind of have to scrap the concept of doing something like that as a clip. But to watch it live on stream and with Peanut, it's hilarious. But to see in the animated version, I really gotta think. Where he runs into the Japanese. Yeah, guys on Arc. Yeah, the deadline clip. That was so funny. Of Peanut cackling to himself and chatting to himself for 20 minutes straight. Just couldn't get that out of his mind. That was why that moment got animated instantly. All right, Matt. Thanks again for stopping in. I appreciate you guys. Good night, Matt. We'll try and catch you guys tomorrow on Hutch's stream. Let's see, where are we? He really said Master Anthem. Oh yeah. you gotta be careful with some of that stuff. I'm not as brave as Peanut. Oh, Mar Gaming, for those that, or maybe stopping in a little bit, not here for the earlier thing. A hidden secret for the streams was that I'm actually not one person for BurntPeanutAnimated. It's both me and my twin brother who work on these. So when I say we, I'm mentioning him. He's the one working right now, and I'm the one on the mic, because we tried streaming stuff years and years ago with our own thing, and we couldn't focus. We couldn't get anything done when doing it that way, of the person trying to work and stream at the same time and trying to interact with chat. We couldn't do it. So now this way, I feel, is an even better way, where he takes one half of the stream where he's actually showing the work, and then I have the other half interacting with you guys. That way we get full focus and full attention. I can focus on interacting with you guys, and he can focus on actually getting something done. If you wanted to know. That's why. Genji's good comms was hilarious. Absolutely. Yeah, that seems to be everyone's favorite. Just based on numbers alone, everyone says the same thing. It's like, that was my favorite one. History in the making. Hopefully, Ghostly, hopefully. I gotta say, Peanut animating the way he was done, eating the dude in the crowd doing that was hilarious. Yeah, that was the first time of like trying something completely unhinged and different from like what the audio was, or what was actually happening, of trying something more outlandish like that. And I definitely want to try to do more, rather than just, of him thinking and, what was it? That was all me, by the way. Oh, yeah. All right, get out of your system. Yeah, that's right, go ahead. Yeah, okay. All right, well, if your plan was to hurt me, congratulations, you've hurt me deeply, so. You hurt me very deeply. You hurt me deeply. Where was I? Hopefully you guys can hear that. Otherwise, that's just me saying that to myself. Where was I? The Big Arch episode was spot on. Oh yeah. That was a difficult one, because it was a conversation that extended for 10 minutes. And they were telling the whole story for 10 minutes, the whole situation. So I really had to cut up what I thought was the key points of that episode to try and make it to a usable episode, because there's no way I would be able to make a 10-minute version of that. Hopefully I said goodbye and good night to Matt. I'm sure he's long gone by now. That was like 15 minutes ago. Best animation and Hutch crashing the mini. That was hilarious. Yeah. The Rust server, I heard that that Hutch was crashing things left and right, and in one day he lost like 6 minis. And so when that happened, I knew, at least in these Rust episodes, there needed to be somewhere in the background Hutch crashing a chopper. That was the idea behind that.
What, you killed Peanut?
For a purple, yeah. We are definitely getting Knight's Dead. That will be the episode after this one, which is the episode where Gingy team kills Peanut and Coconut cannot stop laughing. You guys all get that early sneak peek into that.
What, you killed Peanut?
Super cool. Power, yep. Absolutely. Is Knight truly dead? Someone better go double tap it. Yep, you're absolutely right, Scourge. Someone better go check. Knight's dead. Is he dead? I don't know. Let's go check. Have you two always created art together? Absolutely, yes. Our entire lives, we have been making artwork together, whether it's commission work, whether it was actually working with studios and a production team and being a story lead for a company. Always worked together. He did one half of projects, I did the other half of projects, and now we're just transferring that into the Burnt Peanut Animated brand. The double team. There's two of us. Hooray! Hooray! I mean, I could do a 10-minute version. I could put a shotgun in the enemy's hands in the game. I could do that. I could put a shotgun in the enemy's hands, or I could make a 10-minute version. That is very possible. Yes. So you and your brother both do all of it, or is there any task that you do that he don't do, or vice versa? A little bit. Yes, there is. I do a lot of the planning and the staging for these episodes, where, you know, I get the whole idea down, and then because I'm the one that kind of created the characters to begin with, because my brother was working on our previous job that we had. He was still working on those projects that we were working on, and I was working on the beginnings of these Burnt Peanut Animateds back when I had downtime. So I was the one that started. Oh, new follower James, thanks. You welcome in, James. Thank you. And I think I missed the first other one as well. I'm sorry if I missed that one. Apologies, deep apologies. Where was I? Yeah, my brother was working on other stuff, and in my downtime, I was busy creating the first episodes, or the first episode of the Burnt Peanut Animated. So I got to draw all the characters first, and because of that, I do Coco's dance. Coco's dancing. He's dancing. Coco's dancing. So yeah, I do a lot of the planning and the staging for the entire animations, and then I go and refine the drawing so that way there's not much guesswork. And then each scene, I refine and create and draw all the characters for each scene, and then he goes in and animates this stuff. So what he's doing right now is the stuff that he's doing, because he has all the preliminary drawings and planning that I did prior. So that's what my brother's been working on this evening, because he has that staging. Now he can do staging himself, but you know, he's much faster at animation than I am, so I have him do that, and I go through the whole animation, making the pre-production of it, and then he does the final version of it. In the game, of course, in the game. Yeah.
Well, you killed Peanut?
Sorry, I think I'm starting to get a little sidetracked again. Where am I? Oh, here we go. Are you two identical? Yes, we are. We are identical twins. Except I am more fun than he is. When the Night Dead vid coming out? Let's see. If this one's coming out this week, then it'll probably be next week for Night's Dead. Things could change a little bit, but that's the plan. Dat Dog Dude, big ups to you guys. Our fortune, absolutely. Not many people can say that they work with a second version of themselves for decades. More fun equals what now? More. Okay. All right. Well, if your plan was to hurt me, congratulations. You have hurt me deeply. Thank you. Thank you for that. Wonderful. Wonderful. Get back to it. Crack on the whip. Stop talking. Get to it. Are we going to get the pre-coconut look before this model? I deleted all those versions. They were just sketches. They were relatively like this, where it was a full coconut head rather than his drink head. So that's probably why at first we thought it was like, oh, people may perceive him as, you know, a different ethnicity and everything. So it's not too different from this one, but a small change like that is pretty big. Oh, not to worry, Mar. Super interesting and awesome, and I love the animation. All day one amazing. Keep up the good work, and thanks for the answers. Oh, no, not a problem, Mar, not a problem. If you have to head out, that's perfectly okay as well. I'm just trying to catch up a little bit. Let's go, absolutely. He's hitting it, Absolutely instant. I'm a little far behind, but my brother has stuff in time. I'm a little further than he is. But have a good night, my man. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping in for the first of hopefully as many as I can muster streams, because this is great. Where are we? Sorry if I'm a little slower, everyone, for all the people that are stopping in. I always want to try and get and answer everyone's questions and their chats and everything. So if I'm a little slow on that front, I do apologize. Your brother sounds more handsome. Well, ban that guy. Ban him. Get him out of here. That's what I think of that one. You guys do great. It reminds me of when middle school made stick figures in PowerPoint. That was when stick figure gunfight scenes were cool. Absolutely, yeah. Chris, my brother and I did the same exact things in school as well. That's how we started getting into animation, was because of PowerPoint and flip books and all that other stuff. Two halves of the same brain. Yep. Except I am the better half. I am the better half of the brain. He is dumb and stupid, and nobody likes him. And he is dumb. Nobody likes him. Yes, my brother is the older one by 1 minute. He is the older one by 1 minute. I heard that. I hope you did. I hope you heard that, because I meant every word of it. Humanity needed that for the next stage of evolution. Brother, you have my support. Are great, not just the nut, but your imagination and the artwork. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate the kind words and everybody stopping by and stopping in to see how this stuff is made. You know, I'm just another bungulator at the end of the day. I happen to have free time on my hand, and I just happen to know a little bit. Oh, he's struggling right there. I see it in the pen. Yep. He'll get it eventually. 6 times the charm. But yeah, we appreciate everybody stopping in and hanging out and showing their support through all the videos. That's always great. I'm a bungulator just like everyone. I just have some extra time. Michael, like Papa Meat, I feel like that's short-sighted, but I watch him make his animations like you. Absolutely, yeah. Meat Canyon is an absolute S-tier animator. He is 100 times better than I am, because he actually puts a lot of effort into his work, and I am very terrible. So I have to try and put myself in his mindset and be great like him. Monster. It's awesome to catch you working. It's always bringing me to tears laughing. Brilliant work, both of you. Thank you, my man. And as long as we're able to make someone's day, I think that's all worth it. And the cherry on top, if we're able to support ourselves doing it, that's even better. Because then I get to continue making more, and everyone gets to enjoy it, and it's just the cycle over and over and over again. One moment, just I'm catching up a little bit. And Monstera as well. All your stuff is amazing. From one artist to an even better artist over there. That is the way to go. Your stuff is amazing. I cannot even begin to know how to do that, especially in Rust. I do not know what magic and rituals you perform to do something like that. So, absolute props to you and all the other Rust artists as well, because I saw all the artwork and I had to step away for a moment. And I'm like, oh my god, I can't do that. I can't do all that fancy stuff. I'm going to catch up a little bit on the chat skeds, but Dynamite, for how much longer? I think we're actually nearing the end of this stream. I don't know how long we've been live for, because I am terrible at keeping track of all that. I think it's been roughly maybe close to 2 hours, where my brother, who's working right now, is actually running out of stuff to work on, because now he reached the point of that I got to, and so tomorrow when we continue working, I'll have to create more for him to block out. So we could be running to the end of this first test stream right here and getting a feel for everything, but I think it's been a solid time so far. We still got a little bit to go, not too much left, but I definitely want to hang out with you guys a bit and get to all your questions and you to finally see how this is going. You guys, everyone that's here gets all the sneak peeks and, you know, the secret information, the don't share that information. We want it to be stream exclusive. Where am I? The animation right now with the zipper area though. Yep, absolutely. He is. I'll give him credit. He's perfecting my drawings that I gave him, because I did all the work, and now he is just doing small corrections on my already brilliant artwork, as you can see right here. Wonderful. Put it up in a museum. I thought Flash was dead. It was for a very long time. Only 3 people use that. Only 3 people use this program. My brother and I will count it as one of them. My brother and I will count as one, and then 2 other people in the world use Flash CS6. I'm terrible at this streaming thing to everybody, and I've never talked this much, and I always want to get to everybody's comments. So if I'm a little behind, it's because I'm just catching up on the chat. Words from the wise, absolutely. And Monstera as well. You know, so awesome to catch you working. These always bring the tears and laughing. Brilliant, both of you. As long as we're able to make people's day a little better with these silly little cartoons, then I think that's been a good day. Brother's doing a great job with the animation. He's doing all right. And he's smelly too. Yeah, he stinks and he's smelly. Everybody likes him. Thank you, Ultimate. It's like it's sick for people to actually see how this whole thing is actually going on. Oh, thank you, Bunny. I think this is funny. I hope it's enjoyable. At least I actually get to see how stuff is done. At least if it's not funny, at least you guys get to see the behind the scenes stuff. Which character is your favorite to draw? Also, 1,001 no 1 billion no 2 billion blessings to you, good man. 2 billion blessings to you. It's gonna sound cliche. It's gonna sound, of course, that's your answer. Peanut is the favorite character to draw, but not because of any specific reason other than he is the easiest person to draw. So I love drawing Peanut because of his design of him just being a peanut. I get to really exaggerate all kinds of stuff with him. He gets to create the crazy faces. He gets to create the crazy interactions and everything. Not only being the easiest character to draw, but he is the most versatile out of all the character creations. Peanut is probably the most fun to draw. But outside of Peanut, I really like drawing Hutch. I think making Hutch, as big as I can fit on the screen, or what he's doing, or just towering. I always do. If people haven't noticed, I always put Hutch towering over Peanut, because I think Hutch is a pretty tall guy anyway. So that's just I'm just guessing, but that's probably what I enjoyed outside of all characters. It's probably Hutch that I really enjoy doing outside of Peanut. Squeeze, lady, squeeze, pop those baby out right now. Absolutely. Did y'all create this YouTube or just change the name? Y'all ever worried about the nut would think about before releasing the videos? At first, no, the whole page was created from. It's has no affiliation to Peanut whatsoever. This is a brand new page and account, and we weren't really worried about, you know, having Peanut be upset about these animations, because obviously from watching Peanut for many months, we knew he was a pretty cool guy. You know, he allows all the streamer clip channels to stay around because, you know, can't really do much about those. So I knew that this was transformative enough that he would probably enjoy it, because he's a pretty funny dude, and we all know he gets a kick out of these. So not too much of a worry there. I think I am really far behind. Goodness gracious. Where am I? Okay, I think I'm just gonna have to start from the bottom again and see where I goes. Please put a spot so I can give you some. Also, you can do it, Richard, my man. Always appreciate it. And no, I love people's sentiments that they want to make these continue, and they want to support the channel, which is great. For right now, we want people to keep their money, because I don't know how to set that up. So maybe in the future, when I get that button ready, I can let people know if they're feeling generous enough. Obviously, nobody ever has to. This is all it's for free. It's for free. You guys get to watch it for free. But I really appreciate that, man. We will let people know in the future where they can do something when we get that set up in time. But not right now. Keep it. Keep it for now, and get yourself 2 Big Macs. 2 Big Macs because of Peanut. Him and his 20. Where am I now? Make sure to drop a like. Absolutely, buddy. She's doing the mod thing. She's doing the mod thing. If you haven't liked the stream, I would greatly appreciate it. That would make my night. It would make my whole night. Having all you wonderful ladies and gentlemen stick with us for these 2.5 hours. Liking the stream would be just the little cherry on top. Hutch is a giant. Yeah, Hutch is huge. Yeah, 6'8". Yeah. So I know Peanut, you know, everyone knows the joke. Oh, Hutch is fat. Hutch is fat. No, but he's also a pretty tall guy too. So combo that, the man's a giant. The man's towers over people. Yeah, makes Peanut look tiny. Yep. Peanut's a pretty cool guy. Hutch is fatty. I got a little weight on me too, but I think that it's always fun drawing Hutch, though. Outside of Peanut, Hutch is our favorite people to draw. Just a quick little sip of water. Save my weekly. No, censors, don't do that. Keep it for yourself. We don't want stuff from you guys. We want the continued support. That's all we want. We just want you guys to hang out and feel like you're enjoying your time watching the stream and watching how this whole thing, all this craziness happens. Because to most people, it can feel pretty interesting to finally see it come to life. It's like you only get the quick previews in the side-by-side videos where they show the first idea and then the finished idea. But to actually see the work that goes into it, yeah, it's pretty fun. It's pretty interesting for people to actually see that. 6:11. All right, my guys, I'm off to bed. So people can come in, ask questions. Have a good night. You as well, my man. Thanks for staying and keeping around. Absolutely. Have a good night. Thank you, Richard, my man. Have a great night as well. Gingy is a pretty cool guy. Thank you, Cork. I'm gonna unlike it just so I can like it again. Jokes on you, I already liked the stream an hour ago. Oh my god, I'm being like-mogged in the chat. I'm being like-mogged. Peanut is tall too, right though? Overall, like if we're talking serious, yeah, I do think Peanut's a relatively taller guy than most people would assume. You know, everyone likes to, oh, he just rolls around on the floor. Yeah. We get it. We get the joke. We get the bit. It's the bit. But he's a real Peanut. He's a very tall Peanut. Yeah, at least 5'10", yeah. Like maxing, yep. He's like maxing. He's like mogging me.
What, you killed Peanut?
Yes.
Just a quick sip right there. Yeah, Peanut's a giant like Hutch, yeah. He's just based off the suit alone. I know the suit could probably add, an extra foot and a half because of just how big that suit was, but yeah. Peanut is a pretty tall guy himself. Just based off of that video. Oh, and here we go, everybody. This is going to be what we worked on today. Let's see what goodness we have here. It's not going to be in the full view, not in the full view, but
I'm here.
you get to see all the progress from start to finish of the first 11 or 12 seconds so far. Let's see, let's go through it. And there we go. Let's start from the beginning again. Just so we can get a clear view of it. We won't play the video file of it because a lot of things will get in the way and everything. So we'll show this scroll view of it. We'll see how it came out. Let's watch, everybody. Shh. Let's watch.
Oh my gosh, I just killed Peanut.
Alright, I'm back. Alright, I'm here. What, you killed Peanut?
And there we have it. Robert Allen. Oh, Robert Allman. Thanks for the follow, my man. And Boss Hog. Boss Hog. Thanks for the follows as well. Really appreciate it. But yes, everyone, that is the first previews of how this episode was going. From, I think it's the first 11 and a half seconds so far of the next episode, which is a great time to jumpstart for the next week, because that's a huge progress made just over this weekend. So I think that's great. Most days we do plan on uploading still on Fridays, even if we do finish the episodes earlier, because Fridays seem to be the best. I don't know how that works, but Fridays is the best. So even if this episode gets finished earlier, it'll still be posted on Friday for sure. Let's see. Let's have a quick look at what everyone was talking about. Love Coco's face at the end. Yeah, just Coco's laugh is what I dreamed of Peanut's laugh to be, because Peanut, when he laughs, his mic is so good that it cuts out his laugh when he's has a hysterical laughing. So Coco's captures all of it, and that's great. Start saying stuff you want. Oh yeah. That's a good idea. What do you guys want to see sketched as we wrap up a little bit here? If you guys have any kind of suggestion as we go through chat and everything, the little bit of chat left, if you guys have anything you guys want drawn, Burnt Peanut Anime number 2 over there will draw it terribly. Hell yeah, you Panta. Hell yeah. That's going to be real. But yeah, I think this episode is going to be very, very funny. Did you guys go to school for this stuff? My brother and I did go to school, but a lot of it was self-taught. It's like the classes were not... They were good for structure, but they weren't good for technique. Technique, Squidward, technique. So it was good. I did enjoy school, going to it. It was not a university. It was just a community college. They had a really new animation program, but it was great to work in it, but it did not give skills that we could have used too much. A lot of it was already self-taught. Wait, you want to see the Kool-Aid Man? Okay, yeah, my brother's already working on that. The bowl of ramen. Troll Night Dead. USA. Yes, Core. The Night Dead episode will be the one after this one. That will 100% be... At first, it was not going to be an episode because, we have 2 Tarkov episodes back to back. And that was a long interaction. That was a long interaction for the Night Dead, so... But everyone just kept tagging. So it did push my brother and I to finally just say, you know what? Okay, we'll go ahead and do it. You should draw Peanut with his new hair costume. Oh yeah. See, at first I didn't know who that was. I'm like, is that supposed to be a Tarkov character or something like that? Draw the black Dorito. You were doing great catching up with chat and painting. It's really hard to paint and talk. Natural streamer. Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. You guys would know because I think all you guys stream, all the Rust pros, all the Rust artists as well. That is not easy to do that. But I don't know if you were here for it, Monstera. There's 2 of us, so my brother is the one that's actually drawing, and I just have the mic on my side, and he's streaming, and I'm talking and catching with chat and everything. I am not that skilled to do that, so. That is our cheat way of dealing with it. Ooh, there we go. The $350 million flying Dorito. Yes, Peanut's new outfit. Oh, okay. See, okay. I knew it was from Tarkov. I just had no idea who it was. I didn't know if maybe it was like a Tarkov streamer or anything like that. So, good. Good catch. Good catch. But thank you, Monstera, for giving me the confidence for my brother to work and then for me to speak over here. My throat is not... I am not used to speaking this long at all. So, let's see how tomorrow is going to do with my voice. Now we just have a small glimpse of how Peanut deals with all this stuff. He screams and talks for 8+ hours a day. So no wonder why he needs... Sundays to break. Left behind at the icebreaker helicopter. Yep. Can we get a Big Daddy for... Oh, okay. My brother's already painting that. Very good. Very good. I am catching up. Freedom Dorito. Absolutely. Ah, yes, Monstera, you are correct. I am the handsome one, and my brother is he's nobody talks. Nobody likes him. Nobody likes that guy. We just crack the whip and make him back to work. Continue drawing, slave. Go over there. Keep working. Draw John Marston? I don't know who John Marston is. It's amazing when you see it flying in person. Yep. Draw propaganda of cloaks he did for 11. Hell yeah, hell yeah. These are quick little scribbles for the most part, but I think they get the job done for sure. He was a lot more animated on his sub celebrations. Just his voice was shot after constantly doing it at night. Yeah. The night after night stuff, I don't know how he does it. I've only been speaking for 2 hours and I could feel it already. Red Dead 2, Red Dead 2. Would you guys believe me if I said I have not played either Red Deads? I don't know what it is. It's just I never got around to it. Oh, I get this paw. Cloaks, he did it. Arthur Morgan. I know the characters. I know the thing. Or like, that's a complete lie. I didn't even know who you guys were talking about. But I know Arthur already. Yes, I know. I'm missing out. I'm missing out on Peak. I'm doing it. I need to try and play those, but there's a lot of games I'm looking forward to. I am waiting very, very much for all the Warhammer stuff to come out. I still like playing Ark. even as a PvE player. Okay, so I feel a little better. Bunny's with me. He hasn't played the first one. I know. I need to do it. I need to do it sometime. Is that Spider Noir? Who said Spider Noir? Just played the second one this year. Path of Exile 2. Yeah, yeah. Path of Exile 2. I have a buddy who played hundreds of hours in the first few weeks of that, and he is fixated on that. I have another friend who is very much into the Diablo and Paths of Exile, so it is very addicting from what they say. I dare not play it for fear of it being too addicting, if you guys get my drift. That means episodes are coming out every 3 weeks, and nobody wants that. Draw GTA 6. Hold on, let me just draw a game that's taken 10 years. A game that's taken 10 years to come out. Let me just draw it real quick. Yeah, TJ as well. Yeah, another PvE player, yeah. I'll start recording the name. I don't think you guys should worry. Peanut loves artists, supports all creative people. You guys are mentioned on the server quite a lot sometimes. People love and appreciate. Oh, see. Monstera just gassing us up again. See, if I didn't need it in the beginning, you know, kind of like you get it. You guys can probably understand. It's like, how do I get this to be more widely known? But Edgar, thank you for the follow, my man. Thank you. Welcome in. But you know, how do I expand this brand? It's like a lot of people will tell you a lot of the times, unless you're doing like fan art or something that's really popular at the time, it is hard to make a breakout using your own stuff. It's very possible. Tons of people have done it, but you know, seeing as we're probably focusing on doing clips of solely Peanut, that's why we decided to go with BurntPeanutAnimated. Even though if I had the choice, I would not use the name. I would use a name that I've always used for, you know, characters and account names and everything. I would use something like that rather than hijacking the name, if that makes sense. Make Hutch looking tired. He's always tired. Just look at the man. Just look at the stream. He's always tired. Coco watched your last video on his stream last night. Yeah. I think I would think I was able to catch that. And Coco watching the episode, which is great because Coco has mentioned a number of times that he really loves it. He loves that episode. And there's now even more Coco to come, which I think is going to be great. Tilga watching a sunset. Am I a stupid person? It would. Tagillo? I'm not sure if I get what you mean. What about Dr. Manhattan from Watchmen? Oh, my brother's not that good of an artist. Will he prove me wrong? I do not know. Could he? Would you? Could you? With a goat? What? Oh, he's gonna show me. He's gonna pull it up on another monitor and just start drawing. Let's see. Yes, you're doing something unique and it's straightforward. Yeah, you know, it's. If I didn't need to, I don't think we would have used the name Burnt Peanut Animated, but now it's, you know, it's part of the brand of it. I wish we could have stood on our own, but we've done that a few times throughout our online career, and it hasn't worked out. So this time we decided to be like, you know what, let's try it and see if it works out, and it did. So we have been proven wrong, but making sure to be unique enough that we're not just stealing, or not stealing, but you know, not just trying to be so much of a copycat or something, but bring something unique to the table with these animations, which I hope is enough. Everyone seems to think so. I'm glad people think so, because I think they're quite fun and funny to do. Yes, challenge accepted. He has accepted the challenge. Do I have Edgar, do I have a Twitch? I do have a Twitch, but I decided just to stream on YouTube for now. Because I do like YouTube a little bit more. For me, it feels a little bit more personal. I know everybody's default is to go to Twitch. But I wanted to do it on YouTube because I feel like that's a little bit more connected. I can't explain it, but we do have a Twitch, but it's just more to interact more than stream. Let's see. Could you on a boat? I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them. Sam, I am. Have you talked to Peanut about the name? I don't think. Oh wow, he actually did it. Congratulations, you actually did something. Hooray, hooray. See? It may be a scribble, but at least we get the idea of it, for sure. Oh, the content is stupid and enjoyable. Oh, thank you, my man. Thank you, Tom. I hate foreshortening. For anyone that doesn't know, that the term foreshortening is when like an object or something is coming towards you in your perspective, so it makes it feel very short. That's why, like a long arm coming towards you is shortened because of the distance between the object and you. If that makes sense, that's why they call it foreshortening. So that's a very hard perspective to get. Any artist will tell you that foreshortening is very difficult. And so I will try and avoid it whenever I can. It's like, Dr. Manhattan's supposed to have his hand coming at you. Well, he has it at his side, all right? Where are we now? You do way better if you're starting because the ads will have people. Yeah, the ad thing, I wish people could just like perma turn off ads, but I think even with that setting on Twitch, I think they will still turn on ads, and we definitely don't want that to happen. That's why we feel YouTube is way, way better, because, there's none of that. There could be some of that, but I think it's a setting you have to enable, and I'll never turn on that setting. I'm no streamer. I just want to try this out and get a feel for it and maybe make it a little bit more of a regular thing. But as an artist and everything, we're not Peanut. We're not going to try and make this a full-time thing, because the cartoons and the animations are a full-time thing. There we go. That's a little better. It's looking much better. My man. Yeah, you guys are amazing. It's time for me to go. Good night to you. Oh, yeah, Z-Baker, thanks for hanging out, my man. I'm sorry if I missed that. I was rambling a little bit, but good to have you around here. That's great. Hopefully we can see you guys again when you guys stop by and when we decide to turn on the stream, which we hope can be a more of a regular thing going forward a little bit. We shall find out and see. Perspective of the drawing is definitely cool to see in real time. Yeah, it's, I'm not gonna lie, even my brother and I doing art for years, we are not the greatest artists. There's a lot of stuff that we realistically should know that we don't, because, either forgot a bunch of stuff, didn't practice a certain thing that gave us difficulty, so there's a lot of that going on. So it may look good as a sketch, but if you told me to do it for real, that would take a lot more time, just because we're not the best. There's a lot of stuff we've neglected and stuff that we still need to figure out and learn, but I guess that's what we'll continue to learn forever. To the idea for episode, do you start with like a storyboard, sketches of the characters like a comic book style? Yes we do. Get that all together. They're very quick sketches, like how my brother's been doing right there, just to get the idea down. But then as the episode goes on, we'll go ahead and continue to do a refined version and then the clean version. So there's multiple steps to it. Yeah, you have to run ads not to get pre-rolls on Twitch. Yeah, see, Cork. Yeah, I don't like that at all. We definitely want people to be interacting with the stream and not be thwarted by having to sit through pre-rolls and ads and all that stuff. How can I? I'm not sure what you mean, Edgar. You're doing it. Yeah, we're doing it. Yeah, absolutely, Bunny. Liking the stream for now is the best us viewers can do for the moment. That is all we ask, is to have fun and hang out and like the stream if you want to. If you don't want to, that's all right. It's a lot of work to move and adjust yourself in your chair. And I'm not being sarcastic. That's actually true. It's a lot of work to change what you're doing. But I appreciate people doing it regardless. Thank you, Mark. It's a quick doodle at this point. I wouldn't even call it a sketch. It's like a doodle. But Dr. Manhattan is not an easy character to draw because he is all anatomy, and I don't know how to do that. Yeah, the real stuff for the real projects will always be simple style, and it's perfect. I did it! I did it! Yes, we see that what you're doing. Are we going to see more streams? Yes, I do believe that can be something that will be... Scale, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Jew of Canada. Welcome in. Joshua, thanks for all the follows. I apologize if all of these are late. We are, this is the first stream. We do not stream, but we want to try and make it a regular occurrence. At least, maybe on Sundays when Peanut's not around, there could at least be a Peanut around. Hard work. Absolutely, Bunny. Scale. Absolutely. Gangster point he's doing, yep. Do we have a Patreon? Unfortunately, we do not have a Patreon. Haven't had much interest in setting one up because kind of like how Peanut does a lot of stuff. It's just he doesn't want to. He doesn't have the time to do it. He doesn't have the interest to do it. Same thing with us. I know there's been a number of really, really generous people that want to show their support. They ask about a Patreon and everything for, like maybe sneak peeks and questions and all that other fun stuff. But it's just we're very lazy in terms of that external stuff. So at least we're the same in that regards for Peanut and us. There's some things that he could do that everyone tells him to do, and he doesn't do it just because he doesn't want to. Same thing with my brother and I. Like, a Patreon sounds like a great idea, but we're kind of lazy. Hopefully, maybe in the future. Maybe a little bit there'll be some perks and stuff that people can get their hands on. Bro, just stopping by to tell you that you're a legend, you're a mentor. Oh, thank you, Dur. Thank you, my man. Appreciate you, brother. Sorry if sound like I'm taking a little bit of Peanut's quips. I got it in the name. I gotta do a little bit to stay on brand. All right, TJ. Catch you later. I'm hitting the bed or hitting bell. Catch you next stream. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Do y'all like dogs? Absolutely. Dogs are my favorite. I got 3 puppers. Part of the ship, part of the crew. Absolutely. I don't know what this suggestion was, but is this a pepper with a shotgun? Or a ghost with a shotgun? That's funny. All right. I'll hand it to whoever suggested that one. Thank you, Tom. Gotcha. We'll have my support. I'm a little bit up and down on the chat real quick, so. Yep, I got 3 doggos. I got 2 Goldens, which are a brother and a sister, and then an old mini beagle. Those are my 2, or those are my 3. Yeah. Yeah, Sonic is like, if you're watching Peanut, and I'm sure as everyone here too, they watch Peanut every single day. When I'm working, when I'm playing games, when I'm just chilling, it's always Peanut. So if a little bit of that stuff starts rubbing off on us, there's a reason why. Yeah. Goldens do take a lot of work. But I'm glad that they're not too much work. I live in a pretty spacious, rural area of the West Coast. So they have a lot of space to go and do things and just have fun and be dogs and everything. Plus they like staying inside too. They like just hanging around with people. So that's really good. Yeah, Bunny, same here. I talk like Peanut all the time. Just my siblings and I just just the quips over and over again. Oh, we got the Uzi. Oh, of course, Ghostly was the one that probably suggested a ghost. Peanut attempting to bench press. What do we got? We got that. We got that boot. Oh, this. Okay. All right. You've had your fun. The boozy. All right, team. I think we're gonna do one more sketch. Peanut, and we'll close off the day with Peanut attempting to bench press. I think that would be great. Or it could. Let's see. Could we also do a tiny crow? Could we do that for Monstera? Monstera wants to see a tiny crow. Oh, the boomstick. That's another good one. We got the boomstick. All right, here comes the tiny crow. I think this is the crow. That's not how you do it. That's not how you do it. Terrible. I hate it. Start over. You gotta give him a little hard time. Motivational encouragement. Doesn't look like a crow at all. I guess he's not that good. Nope, looks like a blue jay. Sorry. Try again. Good comms, yep. I have to. I'm not doing anything over here. What am I supposed to do? There we go. That's a little better. Well, at least someone likes it, Bunny. Because I don't. That doesn't look like a crow at all. But yet again, that is my job. That is my job to do that. All right, that's a little better. I think that works. Not a problem, Monstera. I know it's a scribble, but hopefully a tiny crow. How big is it in comparison to everything else? Let's see. What's... Oh, are we getting animation with it? Oh my goodness. We are getting animation. It's the 1-2. There we go. Love it. The 1-2. Oh, it looks like a crow from BoJack. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, never mind. I see it now too. All right, maybe he did do a good job. What could he be cooking up? What is in that little pea brain of a mind of his? What could he be doing now? Let's find out. Oh, Okay. I see it. I see the vision. He is cooking. I can see it. Oh wait, no, he's doing nothing what I always thought he was doing. Oh, never mind. I guess those twin powers don't activate at all. Oh, he's got the 1-2 kick. Oh, I get it now. I get it. I get it. That mind is special and you will share it with him and you will like it. Okay. Sorry, boss. I didn't mean to happen for it, boss. I won't let it happen again. I promise, boss. I won't let it happen again. He doing the from dance? He could be doing the can. Hold on, let's find out. Let's see. The inner machinations of his mind are an enigma. Brando. Or Brandon. Have I been saying it wrong this whole time? See, once again, it strikes again with me saying the first version of it, and I can't correct myself until I stop and catch it. I am sorry, Brandon. By the way, I would keep going live when you make new content. What you do is very unique, and even more unique if you did it live every time. Just a thought. You know, you are absolutely correct. That is... Ideally, that would probably be the best way to go about it. But I don't know if... I know for sure my brother and I, we can't focus. If we... Oh, Hero. Hero, thanks for the follow, my man. My brother and I, we can't focus if we're trying to stream and work at the same time. That's why we're doing it in this kind of setup. And if we're doing it in this kind of setup, that means we're only one of us is working. So... I don't know if that'll be the best way to do it if we want to get episodes out. But you are absolutely right to keep things going in this way is probably the right thing to do. We just gotta work on that muscle memory and that technique to try and get it down. Sunday streams sound nice, no lie. Yeah, you know, Peanut's not on. Peanut's not on Sundays, so maybe it could help try and fill the void with those days. Let's see, what is he doing now? Are we seeing... We're seeing the deep thoughts? The deep state thoughts of this one? Oh, I get it. Okay. Hello, my... Oh, yeah. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my right time gal. There we go. I knew he was cooking. See, I think he is good for something. You got a big following, lots of money. Maybe you could learn. Maybe. It is a lot of work, and change scares me. So it was a lot of self pep talks just to start this one. So, but we did it. Who knows what the next step could be? 100% what? See, look at that right there. I know a ton of you guys would stop by, perchance, per maybe. Sorry, just getting another quick sip of the silly. And by silly, I just mean a bottle of water. I think that's where Peanut and I would probably be pretty different. My brother and I, we don't drink at all because alcohol gives us very, very bad acid reflux. So that'll never work on our end. But on Peanut's end, every day is a good day to wear your striped sweater. Oh yeah, getting my brother on the mic could be a gimmick, juice man type thing. Yep, absolutely. The gimmick is hilarious. I love that duo. Gimmick, fetus, quicksand, which is Habibi. If people weren't familiar with his actual Twitch name. And Coco, I think were all some of the greatest additions. And of course, getting to see all the artists as well, like Monstera and everyone. I think that was probably the best way the Rust servers could have gone. Six-year sober, and I love how trashed he gets. Yeah, so it's like we can drink vicariously through Peanut. All great streamers and great people, absolutely. Well, everyone, I think that may be it. We got a lot of progress on the episode today. We stepped out of the comfort zone and was able to finally fire up a stream out of who knows how long, how many years that my brother and I have attempted to do this, but it was been very fun to stick around and watch everything with you guys. So I think we may want to make this a regular thing. And, if we do, we'll probably let people know ahead of time. We just wanted to gun-ho it right now and see what we can do. And you guys truly showed us your support by coming out and hanging out with us. Absolutely. Let's get a little bit of that absolute YouTuber mind and hit the bell and subscribe and like the content and give me your social security number and pledge your firstborn to the ritual gods, to the dark ruinous powers. Give them to me. All that good jazz, all that great stuff. But absolutely, everyone. I think that'll be a first successful raid down. Excellent raid, gentlemen. Excellent raid, as the man always says. But thanks, everyone, for stopping by. This has been great. I do think we're going to do this a little bit more often, at least maybe once a week or so, or at least try to. And we'll let everyone know how things progress. But thanks again. Oh, see, look, Only Pixels knows exactly what to do. Wonderful. But thanks again, everybody, for stopping by. We'll catch you all, guys and gals, a little bit later. Good night.